me
Go.
to fight
going.
someone. I'll take
We're
all the
online.
earrings.
We're going. We're here. We're live.
I just gotta just move someone
right.
over because you are not Fern. You are Renora. Welcome back to our playbook, everybody. As you can see, we're missing somebody right now. Hopefully, she'll join shortly. Or Fiona will be here shortly. We're running a little bit behind, so I'm going to kind of skip all the nonsense. We're going to go right into the intro. All right, give us 1 second while Murph is frozen.
Frozen
So bear with us for a minute.
Let it go.
Frozen Burf.
If you watched the session last night, you knew that he froze yesterday too. So just
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Internet struggled. Oh.
Struggles.
internet problems are real. It's not like it used to be where like you could just pay for good internet. Nowadays, it's just everybody's got shit internet.
He has the me problem where I used to freeze all the time.
Yeah.
Don't jinx yourself. You know, you're in a hotel. They could have shitty internet. Who knows?
I mean,
Right.
you know.
Oh, there he
Well,
goes.
now he's gone.
Because he's
He'll be
gonna,
back.
he's gonna restart his computer.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, he
And
just
we're
turned
coming
it off
back.
and turned it back on again.
Turn it
Yeah.
back
Alright.
on.
Alright,
Alright.
man.
And we're
Now with them back, we're gonna. All right. So
Back from
last time we were together, the team themselves made their way over to the Feywild and awoke Soma. Soma not really remembering much, but is constantly trying to find Sophinia. Throughout the process, you guys individually take some long rests, and conversations ensued, along with Soma retrieving his blade. Throughout the process, throughout all long rests, eventually Silic wakes up, comes down, immediately gets alerted to see Soma, and immediately runs at him, sword right to his neck.
Yep.
That's where we left off. So,
Yeah.
as immediately charging, somewhat confused by the situation, as he doesn't stop and he immediately just puts no weight against it, as immediately Silic just throws him against the wall, blade straight to the neck, even so close you see a little blood dropping just a little bit. The fuck you doing alive? As he just puts as Soma just puts his hand on the blade, not afraid of what he's gonna do. The hell are you talking about? You're dead, you idiot. How the fuck were you brought back? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Soon. Okay, let's just take a minute here. Take a minute. Okay, and I go up. I'm not, obviously I'm so tiny, but I'm gonna stand in between them because I can, because I'm small enough, and be like, okay, let's all hold our horses for a second. Can we talk this out?
You don't know what I know. You don't know what
Yeah,
he did.
I get it, but you just woke up. And you were just a crazy person for a little while there too, so We should probably just sit down and have a chat.
Fine. As he immediately just resheathes his sword. Looks at Soma as he steps back like 5 feet. How the hell are you alive? Again, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When did I supposedly die?
Okay. Alright. So, let me get this straight. You know him as he died, right? He was stuck in a crystal. That's how we know him. He was stuck in a crystal. And he just woke up. And you, and as I'm pointing this, so look at it, you were some kind of evil creature for a little while there, and now you're okay because, you know, we pulled you out of it to a point, I think. I don't.
Power of friendship.
Yeah, power of friendship. Okay.
Helga and Renora high
So-
five. Yeah.
Right.
So Soma doesn't remember anything about his life before he went into the crystal. He just came out of a crystal. He was like in, stasis. Is that the right word? Stasis? I look at
Close
everyone else.
enough.
Okay. I still try to figure this out. So yeah, that's what's going on. So if you're saying he was dead, is it possible that someone put him in a crystal to like regenerate him and now he doesn't know anything because, part of the regeneration process maybe like helped his brain or healed his brain, and because he was dead, now he's alive again, he doesn't have his memories?
They
Is that
both look
possible?
at you. It's like, that's one hell of a theory. Like, that's very specific.
I'm just saying it's possible, right? Anything's
You didn't say
possible.
she was wrong.
Chances are slim, but never zero.
All I'm saying is, last time I saw you, and this is Silik saying it, last time I saw you went off. And I know this is the pot, kettle black, and whatnot, but it wasn't like someone was controlling you. You just went crazy and you started killing everyone. Again, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, he's trying to find somebody. Is that, like, maybe you can put in some, maybe you possibly can provide some light
Fill
on
in the
that,
gaps.
I guess? Maybe?
Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't there. I just know
Oh.
what I was told.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe
then-
now this is your chance to get the other side of the story.
Or
You were told one thing by one person, now you can ask him his.
Oh, gosh.
As Soma just looks at you, he's like, well, I don't have the other thing to tell him.
It's true. He doesn't remember anything. That's the problem. He has no memories, like amnesia. Amnesia.
Well,
Yeah.
Soma just like, well, it's weird. It's almost as if no time has passed, but instinctually I know it's been 20 years. It's not like I just woke up and it was a shock to me of how much time has passed. It's almost like my internal clock was still up to date.
Okay, so... Okay.
But I don't remember anything of the past. The last
you
thing
say-
I honestly remember was with, well, his sister and the rest of the group. And, well, we were taken down.
Wait. You mean you know his sister?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's different. Interesting. Okay, continue. Sorry. Thinking of a tangent in my head. Go ahead.
We were
Finish.
fighting off some kind of creature in one of the nests. And I don't remember anything after that.
Nest. A nest? What kind of nest?
Silik
Like a
immediately
bird
responds.
nest?
Silik immediately interrupts, talking about the central plague cores, what Everett used to try to modify plague creatures or mortals with plague blood.
So you mean like kind of the place where we found you, so like in like that?
No, not
Like
exactly. That place. I mean, no, not really. I mean, like, yeah, the.
Oh.
I'm assuming if you're referring to Tafton's, laboratory, that's
Yeah.
something else. These
Oh.
places that the team was after was almost like hives under the ground, and they were central parts of plague infestation on the ground that never went away when the Plague King and Queen was destroyed. And they left their mark, and eventually Advent came in to experiment on them and took pieces of them and started experimenting on more people to try to make an army of unstoppable creatures. Unfortunately, before that ever came around, they started creating abominations.
Oh.
Real
group
quick,
decided
is
to
it
take-
okay?
Hmm?
Oh.
Sorry. Is it okay for Amanda to jump on?
Yeah.
Yay!
Sorry, continue.
Oh. So
Soma
hives.
immediately just
Okay.
interrupts. It's just like, wait, you know what happened? Yeah, I know what happened. Then where's the rest of the group? Well, I'm assuming that Dahlia and Gaju are up north. As far as the others, I'm not quite sure. Oh, what just happened?
DM.
Oh God! How did we break the DM?
As soon as it was logged on, I got logged out. That was weird.
No!
And there is
That
a
was so
session.
weird,
We
but
broke the
fine.
DM.
We win.
I was like, I looked around for a second because I was like, wait, it's not our internet because we're in the same house.
I
Like,
literally, I
Yeah,
looked.
but the sorceress next level. Warlock.
High technical difficulty curse. I'm telling you guys, it's a thing.
Stop it. Keep it to
I
yourself.
leaned over to pick up my headset. I leaned over to pick up my headset that fell on the floor. I come back and Joe's gone. Like, what happened?
Vanish.
Anyways, you
Okay.
were saying, sorry.
As far as Dahlia and Gaju, I'm assuming they're up north. It's the last time I saw
Yeah, I
that.
know
That's the
who
last
the-
time I know they
Wait,
were.
wait. Oh,
As far as some of the others, I have no idea. As someone just looks disappointed. You don't know where she is, do you? No, I don't. I haven't been keeping track on them as much as I can. I haven't tried to keep attached to them as much as possible. I've been trapped for a long time, and when I finally saw my sister, she didn't want anything to do with me. So, I've been keeping my space.
oh, okay. All right. That's a lot to unpack there, so maybe let's try to figure this out. So you've been kind of keeping tabs to a point on a group that you see there, we were right. There was another group. We met them, and all these other people don't
Crazy.
remember. And
Yes.
so
It
and
was
you've been kind of keeping tabs on them, but not loosely, because obviously you don't know where Safania.
No, I don't know. I don't know where she is. No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in probably about 15, 20 years.
Okay. And Soma, you've been stuck obviously in that crystal for like 20 years, and that is your sweetheart that you miss, obviously, and you're trying to find her. Okay. And how long so like how long have you been that weird creature for a while? Like last we saw you were dead.
I never actually died. The last time you guys saw me, I was being captured by, well, Cacopial.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I just remember darkness, and then I just had no control over my body afterwards. Next thing I remember, I am the way you guys just saw me, as a husk of a creature, and I was just doing things in service to well, Ira.
Okay. And Ira touched the crystal and put in some magic to make Soma start to heal more faster. So somehow that's all connected. And now we're here. And Soma, did you get your blade? Yes, you got your blade back. She came finally. Creepy lady. And then... Okay. Well, and obviously now you're clothed. You're not in your little thingy you were anymore. And we're all here. And yeah. I think that's all. Are we all up to date now? Yeah, I think so.
That was the recap.
Soma just goes over by Solik's like, I'd like to know more. And he starts walking outside.
Okay, but if you go outside, the magic mansion disappears. Okay.
You know what? I don't.
We'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solik just puts his sword on his side and immediately starts following him outside. Close the door behind him.
Okay. So those two need to have like a chat to chat.
Get a room.
No, they're family. That's family.
Renora's like, oh, okay, let's go.
Okay. So I'm sorry, Soma, that we haven't found. Like he doesn't know
Soma's
where
gone.
she is. Oh wait. Yeah. So
So they both
he went
left.
outside.
Yeah,
They
both
all
went
went outside.
Yeah, they both went outside.
Okay. Okay, I missed it. I thought
Soma
it was
left,
the dad that went
and then
outside.
Solik followed.
Okay.
Okay.
So now
talk.
what do we do?
Don't
Fiona's
let the
gonna
do-
keep the door cracked open,
I
as
was gonna
Helga
say,
says.
I was gonna say, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Oh
Right.
no.
Just puts like a little rock in it.
Okay. So.
Alright.
So what now, guys?
Well, I should probably update. I was drawing a blank. Update V and Serafina.
Oh, that'd probably be a good idea.
That's-
Yeah.
You know, he's up. We still don't know who he is, but at least we've talked to him. And then I'm gonna
See?
step to the side and use my
Okay.
yield walkie-talkie bracelet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who you gonna talk to?
Serafina and V. Because
Right, right,
last
right,
I
right.
told him was to prepare a cell because he was unconscious.
Right?
Okay. Alright.
Are you there?
Ring.
Mother, can you hear
One
me?
ringy dingy. Two ringy dingy.
Nothing responds right away. Eventually, after like a minute, you hear a response from the immediately. Yeah, sorry, I had to get away. What's up?
Well, we may or may not need that cell. We still don't know what he's going to do to the world, but he is awake and was not happy at first, and honestly, I don't even know if a cell will hold him. We talked to him. He's looking for some people, and Silic knows who he is. They've met before. They're talking now. I don't know. Maybe they can reason more with him, find out more information. But he's up, and again, I don't know if a cell will hold him. From what I've seen,
I'll hold him.
he's stronger than most of us. We'll never admit it, but
Sorry.
You might need your fan, Nora.
Okay,
Like,
sorry,
when
you
they're
got
cracking
one.
up, you're just like,
Renora, why are you so sweaty? It's not that warm in here.
Almost
Just
choked
weird.
on
It's
my
really,
fucking
really hot in here, guys.
It's not that warm. It's moist in here.
I almost choked on my fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
And our views drop like hardcore
Moist
because that's
cream.
V responds, well, is he a threat?
hard to tell. He was a brief threat to us until we were able to talk to him. Seems rational, doesn't seem evil, just seems confused. But again, from what they said, he's either
You hear Mexis in the back. Tell them about how the two gods said that he was either the destroyer or he was the savior.
yeah, like I said before, he's either the savior or destroyer, and we don't know who yet.
You know,
We're gonna try and keep
Alright.
and
watch
he's
on
looking
him.
for this lady. He's looking for this one lady.
He's looking for. Don't bite me. He's looking for.
Who's don't bite me?
Zefania. I don't know if.
I'm sorry.
What?
But I can't resist.
Sorry, I have a little familiar that knows no boundaries.
Obviously.
It's
She's
the
just
cat
programmed.
cat mansion.
Amanda.
That's right.
He's looking for someone. If you know who that is,
Did you actually say the name of the person?
I did.
She's
No
getting
boundaries
clawed
indeed.
by a cat.
We do not know of her location. We lost sight of her as of 10 years ago. We don't know where she is. Probably best bet is to try to not let him know anything about her, even as far as that we've been keeping track of her. And that's probably the best thing to do. I would not pursue it any further, but just make sure that you at least have some of that video where he is. If you can't, there's no way you're going to be able to really put him down. But if he's going to want to do his own thing, he's going to want to do his own thing. But if you can convince him to eventually come back and talk to us, it's probably the best thing you can do.
We're gonna try the best that we can. Oh, I think he did mention his name, Soma. So at least we have a name.
It's a pause for a bit. Alright, well that changes things. Leave him be.
Do you know of him?
We do. And if for some reason he turns out to be a threat, you do not want to be in the vicinity. The best bet is to, if you feel so inclined, follow team strategy. See if you can convince them to eventually make your way back and follow you over to Heartwind so you can have a conversation with us. But the last time he had dealings with Heartwind, it was not great. But also that time it was under different leadership. So, I mean, granted, I was in charge, but we didn't have... It wasn't the same thing. So, take that with what you will. If not, then let him do his thing, and hopefully it does not turn out the way it did.
You know, that's not very reassuring for my team, seeing that he's either the savior or the destroyer. That sounds more of a destroyer to me.
Alright. We will research further into the prophecy. And we'll get back to you. If you feel so comfortable to let him be, then let him be.
I'll keep watch and I'll keep you notified. Let me know if you hear anything on your end.
Will do. Just, if you feel uncomfortable following him, then at least make sure that you know where he is, even if you're not with him.
With this new information, I'd rather keep him in my sights. Even more so now than before. I'm still not sure, but like I said, let me know. Keep me posted on what you find out.
Alright, we'll do. Disconnection. Yep. Click. Dial tone.
Fiona's gonna walk and kind of motion for the rest of the team to come over, and because she knows Soma has crazy hearing, she's just gonna write down on a piece of paper. V and Seraphina know of him. Doesn't sound like they've had good dealings in the past. Keep an eye out if things go south. For the safety of us, I don't think we can fight him.
Understood.
What if he stays with Silic? Maybe Silic can keep tabs on him.
Immediately,
He's strong.
Talmud interrupts. You do what you need to do. I'll stick with my son. We'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you.
As he just grabs
Do
his
we have
quarterstaff
some way
and
to
he sits
stay
down.
in contact with you?
Just immediately looks back over to Serena. She can keep in contact with me.
Wait. What? I'm confused.
Serena,
Yeah, but
Slick's daughter.
wait. So is she coming with us, or is she gonna stay with you guys? What's going
So
on?
Serena's staying with you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Buddy.
And
Okay. Welcome back to the group.
Daphne's just gonna be like, I'll stick with you for a little while. I need to procure some stuff from the towns, but then I'll eventually reconvene with them.
All right.
I need to pick up some items anyway.
Getting the band back together.
Serena just looks.
Martha's gonna walk up to Tomlin and bow to him. You don't know what you done for me, but thank you. And then
Bows
rejoin
back.
the group.
Serena's like, if you don't mind if we stop at a couple places, I'd like to get a few things, but other than that, I'll stick with y'all.
Shopping trip in the Feywild. What could go wrong?
As immediately you see Tallman head out, as for anybody who looks through the door, you don't see Silic or Soma immediately through the vision that you would get through the door on the outside. And he immediately heads out looking around. You see him go like east, assuming that he sees where they are, and starts walking that direction.
Hey. So, what do we do now?
I don't know why you're asking us this. That's your land, little wee one. Lead the way.
Well, we could go do all kinds of things. There's all kinds of things. We could go to the north. We could go to the south. We could go to the Great Plains and go ride the horses. And we could go to the.
What about
To your hometown.
Can I
How about
stay
that?
here?
Well, I mean, I was talking to Renora earlier, and she has some good things she wants to do. I don't know, Renora, do you want to talk about it now, or do you not want to talk about it?
Nope.
And I should shut up. Okay, I'll just shut up. All right. Well,
Ooh, talk about what?
nothing.
Well,
Nothing
as-
there.
Leave her be, Helga. Leave her be.
As
So,
Daphne just introduced, well, you all figure out what you need to do. The spell's gonna end pretty soon for the mansion, by the way. We're gonna head into town. Whenever you're ready, just meet up with us. We're just gonna procure some things. I got some stuff to take care of, but just meet us in town and we'll go from there.
okay.
As Daphne and Serena start heading into town.
Well, I guess we could go to the forest, the big forest, the fun forest. You can meet some friends of mine.
Oh, goody.
I would love that.
Lord Calipac,
Um,
please protect me upon this journey.
Yeah, we're done.
Zula,
Right.
please prevent me from doing anything
Right.
stupid. Like,
Speaking of, if we all don't have to go to the forest, and I'm not saying we don't have to, I would like to see if there's any temples in town or anything.
Oh, I mean, we can stop in town. We gotta go in town anyway, so
we
why not?
haven't really had a minute to chill. Maybe find
Oh,
an
yeah.
ale. That would be delicious.
Well, it depends on what town you're in. And
It's
what?
a magnificent
Oh, wait,
idea.
wait. How good are you holding your liquor?
Pretty good.
Have you met us? We would.
Yes. Did you see me not float in the
well,
bar? Remember that time?
Not the best examples on there. You lit it up there.
I do. I do. It's most magnificent.
Well, how do I say this? Remember how I had to get you tummy stuff just to make sure you can adjust to the food, okay?
Oh.
Well, you might need some additional adjustment to the alcohol.
Where do we get that?
Well, that's just by trial and error. I don't know which one is going to be too strong for you.
Oh, well, that sounds like a journey I'm waiting for.
Martha comes up behind Xander and puts his hand on his shoulders. Only one way to find out.
That's right.
You're gonna face palms.
Helga whispers.
Let's go.
Helga whispers to Fierna, "I'm gonna kill her. She's enjoying this too much. I'm gonna kill her."
Yeah.
I mean,
Pushes Xander.
let's
Martha
to be
pushes Xander's
frank. Well,
forward.
okay, so
Better him than us.
I mean, Renora should be okay, depending on which ones. If you get more orc-style ones, you'll be fine. Mama Fee, you should be okay, because you do have some fae in you. I don't know about the rest.
Only one way to find out.
Yes. I'm going to go take care of my business, and then we celebrate.
All right.
Down to Renora.
Well, we can go into town. I mean, we have to meet up with those people, the rest of our group anyways. But then, then we can make our way wherever we want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the river, there was a river that some people were interested in, and that's that way.
That river sounds really good. We should go over there. Trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
And a side eye you.
Like,
Yeah. Well, that's side-eye.
that sounds exciting. Let's do that.
Okay. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Let's
pull-
do that.
I'm gonna pull Tamund aside. Are you?
We're gonna go
okay
outside.
Yeah,
We have to
Tommen's
go
outside.
outside first. We have to go
Oh.
outside first, yeah.
Then I will go outside to speak to him.
Okay.
Mansion's gonna stop pretty soon anyway, so we can all go
Oh.
outside.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna say as quietly as possible. Notify us if he tries to leave. You're okay with watching him?
We'll be fine. I'm not gonna notify you if he really goes anywhere, but if he decides to make any major moves, I'll keep you informed.
Appreciate it. Just let me know. We don't know what he is to the world yet.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
And then I'll head with the group.
All right.
So where are you guys going? Are you guys heading back into town? Are you guys going over to the Crystal River? What are you doing?
Going into town first because they wanted to look for a temple and then
Yeah. I think Xander
food
wanted
and
to do
ale.
stuff.
Mm-hmm. Have a
As you
chat
make your
with
way back
Zula.
into
It's been a
town,
minute.
As you make your way back into town, you can see Daphne, but you don't see Serena right away. You see Daphne, she's paying somebody what looks like a arcane forger to make some specific weapons for her. You can see that she's trying to offer as much stuff as she has to try to enchant them as best as possible. But you don't see Serena anywhere.
Coming with us. We were like, oh yeah, Serena, get the band back together.
Not anymore.
Yes, she's
And
got.
I go up and inquire where she is.
Yeah. Bertha follows Fina.
My daughter felt like it was time for a change, so she's, well, taking care of some stuff over at the store nearby. She picked up a few things and, well, I don't know much more than that. I'm sure she'll be out in a minute.
It was like we went a whole 2 feet. It's like at a
so
con.
so
Go 2
the
feet.
the Magnificent Mansion was roughly about 2 miles away from town.
Yeah.
So it would have taken you
Yep,
guys some.
so we
get
went
there.
into town.
If you guys decide to wait, she eventually comes out like 10 minutes later. Where before she.
Go ahead.
Where she had pigtails before and she had kind of like a more cute outfit, she now decided to buy herself like more of an elven mesh kind of like combat outfit and let her hair down and kind of get like a haircut and kind of basically kind of give herself the more adult treatment as she kind of comes out.
Awesome.
What's up, Murph?
I thought. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir.
I was just gonna say, I
Sure.
thought that Xander wanted to do something. I thought
Yeah.
that's the whole reason we came into town.
Yep.
Right, to find the temple, if there was one.
Okay. But Murph, you were actually going to roleplay, so go for it.
I was just gonna say, as Serena walks out of the temple, and you said she has like leather armor on now, opposed to her like more dress outfit or whatever. Joe.
Originally, what she was wearing furs with like a female kilt on. Now she's actually wearing like almost kind of like leather combat pants with like a coat on, more like battle ready kind of outfit.
So when she walks out, Murpha's gonna be at the entrance, is kind of stop her, look her up and down, and like grab the armor and like adjust it a little bit, and then smack her on the shoulder. You look good, and walk away.
She just like looks at herself. I feel weird. As she starts walking out.
Your father would be proud.
I hope so. And she's just heading over to Daphne. Daphne just looks. It'll be a minute. If you guys need to do anything in town, just give us a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go into that store and see if I can buy some health potions.
Okay. The store that she came out was mostly like an elven like clothing store. But as far as
take you back to the apothecary.
Just show me the way, I'll go.
Right, hun? That was
Okay.
where we went last time, right?
yeah,
The
so there's
apothecary
there's the Hag's Hut, which is the
Yeah, we'll
apothecary
go to
for
that
town.
one. Okay, this way.
Okay.
Once
I'll
Immediately,
go with them.
immediately like getting even like not even super close to it, but making that direction, you immediately get like the overly like noxious smell of like almost like too many candles at once that's just like overlaying a whole place.
It's when
with,
you
like, a
walk
mixture of
by Bath and Beyond.
The only
and you're
difference is
like,
that instead of it being like overpowered like noxious smells, this is like so many different herbs and different like spices that are like in like boiling water. Well, it's almost like take like the candle smell, but make it like all different kind of soups that are based in at the same time.
Make it
And
a fish boil.
pretty much. But you find a hut that does not match the rest of the aesthetic of town. The rest of the town has much more up-to-date businesses. This one is the old kind of hay hut style, but it is quite large, and you see that there's enough space on top for a chimney to be in the center of it. As immediately you have like the seaweed kind of like little blinds that you push out of the way, as you just see that like Mexis has no problem walking in here, but you got to kind of like bend down as there's like a lot of like vines that are holding down bottles so that and like different kind of herbs so they can dry or they can start growing upside down and stuff like that. And you got to kind of like dodge some stuff out of the way as there's different things.
I've got my sword like cradles in front of me instead of on my back because I'm terrified of it hitting something.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, you made it. Oh, there we go.
I brought more people back.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
Well, what more could you want?
Oh, well, they probably want some things.
Oh, well, new customers.
Hi.
All right, hi.
I'm looking for health potions. Do you have any?
You just want regular health potions, or do you want my health potions?
Well, what are your health potions?
Well, I'm glad you
Well,
asked.
we're-
My specific kind of brew is specialty, exclusive, only with me. You can buy the, standard.
Is she
standard.
talking? Is she talking in common or is she talking in?
She's speaking in
Elvish?
Elvish.
Okay.
Oh, then I have no idea what she's saying.
I translate for you.
Just like,
Run around.
Smile and nod. Smile and nod.
You can buy the basic potion anywhere, but from here, well, let's just say you'll get a lot more bang for your proverbial buck.
And what does that entail?
Well, oh god. And she just immediately takes this big huge book and just immediately slam it on the table like this big huge almanac style, and she immediately goes through her thousands different kind of potions that she's brewed, and she points everything
doesn't matter.
She's like, well, so she eyes you up real quick. You seem like a combat ready kind of gal. I got plenty of things that will definitely get you further in the battle if that's what you're looking for, healing and otherwise, or if you are kind of size you up again, maybe looking for something more health-wise and maybe more, well, charming to the other sex, I can possibly do that as well.
You don't need that one. I already
just
have that.
health potions are good for me. Yeah. Just I like to be healed.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Are you with us, Xander?
I don't.
A little voice from beyond.
I thought you went to a temple.
You hear it on the wind.
The Helga thought
He's walking
bubble.
past
Right.
door.
She's like,
Oh, I'm sure you do.
she's like, fine. And she immediately just pulls up like this small, like, she immediately pulls up like the small case. There you go. A few bottles of basic potions.
Basic
I go up to her and be like, okay, so, do you have any, like, camouflage ones? Or what about the ones that can change yourself, you can turn into a different creature for, like, a little bit of time?
Well, if it's more druidic kind of potions you want, I definitely have those available, but it seems like your friend's not really interested in that, so she just slides the basic potions right in front.
I'm browsing the basic.
Tell me
potions.
more about this appealing to the opposite sex potion. Tell me more about that.
As you just hear some kind of language, but Renora, you do not understand. As like Mexis and Fiona, you'd be like, your friend speaks an interesting tongue. I do not understand.
Yeah, so, do you know Orc?
Yes.
I'm asking her. I'm
Oh, God, I
asking
hope
the
you
shop.
do.
As she immediately looks, it's like,
I would hope.
as she immediately looks, unfortunately I do.
Okay, and I turn to Renora and go, speak in Orc.
Okay, it's pretty rusty and a little broken, but so it comes across as potion
As
sexy.
Helga speaking
As
elf.
she's like, wait, and then she immediately speaks back in Orca. She's just like, okay, stop. We're gonna save ourselves some time. And she immediately goes over, she's sort of like rifling through some potions. As she immediately like just goes in, she just immediately just like sprays like some of this noxious fuel, like a little gas on the area. As like immediately like your vocal cords start to feel like really itchy for a little bit, and eventually as you start to speak, you notice that you like speak perfect ancient Elvish, just for the certain time.
That's a great trick. I like
Cool.
that trick. I like
All
that
right.
trick.
Okay,
How
now
much is that?
Am I speaking Elvish? Is this
Yes, you're
me
speaking
Elvish?
Elvish. You're speaking my
Cool.
Elvish, not the new Elvish. You're speaking my Elvish.
Nice.
well, let's be honest. You're in the Feywild. You're speaking common, but
Yeah, but you know what I mean. They're not from here. They're from a different realm.
yes,
so.
I definitely got that.
How
Yeah.
much is do you have any more of that?
But,
The speaking this
yeah, I got quite a few. Yeah,
okay.
That actually might come in handy for you.
I mean,
It would, right?
They're custom to certain voices, so you would have to know which one you're going to use before you get it. You can't just put it down and pick one at random. But yeah, I mean, I got one for most languages. The most powerful ones I got are for languages that are, well, more notable in the Feywild: Elvish, Celestial, Orc, and theoretically Beast Speech. But outside of that, we got some that are good for Common Speak, Infernal, and theoretically a few different others, but those are really my main ones.
And it's just that I can speak Elvish, right? And I'm like, try to read. Is there anything like written down in Elvish that I can try to read to see if I understand
No, like you
it?
look at like at the sign and you still don't understand it.
Okay.
It doesn't like give you the ability to comprehend the language. It literally messes it, like you breathe it in, and it modifies your vocal cords temporarily.
So that I'm speaking that language.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
physical, not mental. So you
Love that.
Yeah, so it's like just like it only works for 10 minutes, but it gives you perfect language. And like Mexis can definitely tell that, like, unlike other elves that she's met, this is actually like the ancient language that she's fluent with.
This is the good one.
How much is this?
If you want one for an Elvish, that would be 500 gold pieces.
Elvish is the most common language in the Feywilds. I look to Mexis. Yeah, okay.
But we're kind of like, we have several, national languages, but that's one of them.
Okay.
So in the Feywild, there are 3 languages that are spoken the most. The most common one, so it'd be essentially the version of Common, would be Elvish. But more specifically, Ancient Elvish. That version of Elvish rarely exists in what's the Nexus realm, which is where you guys are from.
That's why I thought Mama Fee spoke funny when we
It's because the races of elves have progressed so much in there that their language is kind of twisted and become a little bit more basic. So this is like the commonized version of Elvish. The next up is just basic Elvish, a version of Elvish where people are travelers and they move to different realms and they've learned a version of Elvish that is more transferable amongst other different races. The next one is Orcish. Orcish, just like it sounds, is the common language for orcs, but they are common here, but unfortunately most orcs have a bad rap around the Feywild due to the fact that most traveling tribes that create problems are usually led by orcs. The next one that's more popular is Beast Speech. And specifically for this version, just like how the rest of them, they change your vocal cords, what this is going to do is it's actually a little bit different than the rest. When you put it down, it's actually lasts for 1 hour. But what it does is whatever beast that also smells it, you actually, it and you actually become bonded for that 1 hour. And you two can understand each other in perfect tandem.
Oh, cool.
So it's a varied version, just because when you do Beast Speech naturally as a spell, you don't sound differently. Each of you can just understand each other even though you are saying different languages. Like when Mexis does Beast Speech, Mexis is still speaking either Common or Elvish. It just happens that the beasts understand her, and vice versa. They're still making their grunts, they're still making their natural sounds, but Mexis can understand them. In this case, you are speaking in a certain way that no one can understand you, and the creatures do in a certain way that no other creatures can understand them.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna grab one of those Elvish speaking potions.
Okay, that'd be 500 gold.
All right.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so just put it down that what you have to do is, in an open area, the air from the gas spreads at a 10-foot width. If you don't want anybody else to absorb the actual smell and get affected by it, then they can't be within that 10 foot. Otherwise, they will actually absorb the ability as well. If for some reason if you put it down and you're not within 10 feet, then it does not affect you. So you gotta be within 10 feet. But if 3 of you are standing within a 10-foot range, it will affect all of you. So then you get more bang for your buck.
Okay.
Unless you already speak the language.
Right.
Well, for the ones that don't, it
How
works.
many superior potions does she have?
So she only has one regular superior potion. She has a bunch of varied superior potions, though.
Like what variants?
So if you look around, you can see that most commonly she's got a version of superior potion that is specific, like a hill giant superior potion. Like you take it, you'll heal yourself, but you'll just give yourself hill giant strength. Another one is an arcane healing potion. Not only do you give yourself greater healing, but you also restore yourself up half spell slots, much like taking a short rest mid-battle. And there's another greater superior healing potion that is a superior potion of haste, which basically means that you take it, and for an hour your speed is doubled.
How much is that hill giant one?
The hill giant superior is going to be 3,500.
Ooh, okay.
Just remember, superior is actually expensive the way they are anyway. So they are not naturally cheap. This is also adding the effect of a Hill Giant potion, which is definitely not cheap either. So it's combining the effects, which is almost doubling the price.
You said they're 500?
Popular.
No,
3,500.
3,500.
3,500?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For
And
one?
just for one, but the effect of it lasts for a full 24 hours.
Oh.
Which gives you more bang for your buck compared to a regular Hill Giant, because a regular Hill Giant lasts for 1 hour.
I'm gonna buy one.
You do see that there's a warning label on there,
Yeah.
kind of like the hazard warning, kind of like that if you look at it, which is written in Elvish, but you do understand Elvish. It specifically says that any other potions taken to this, the results will not be blamed on the potion creator.
Warning label of like any we are not liable for any
Any
You're buying this from a hag. What did you expect?
yeah. Any after effects are not blamed on the creator itself, and any effects taken with multiple potions are not affected on the creator itself. That's what it's specifically saying. Basically, anything you take afterwards, anything you take during, it does not. Yeah.
You said there's a lot of the Hill Giant superior
There's
potions?
like 30 of them.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We're gonna get like so like
Sheesh.
freaking ripped.
I got a 31 on sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. Well, so
Oh boy.
Don't take if you're allergic to this.
so you swipe one. You assume she doesn't notice.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
I legally buy mine before shit happens?
I legally did buy one, so like.
Okay. So 3,500. She
I
does
want to
not.
get 35 free.
She relatively does not seem to give like any kind of response to you taking it. But 3,500 if you want to buy one legally, Fiona.
Okay. I
So
legally bought
I'm
one.
gonna give you the stats of how this potion works. So because it's a little bit different than a regular Hill Giant. So let me pull it up.
Hey,
my
I got
ears- my
Storm
my
Giant. You got Hill Giant. Let's go.
My elf senses
So
tingling.
when you drink it,
Did you perceive it?
the effect itself does not take effect for the potion itself works right away, but the effect of the potion, the healing effect goes right away, but the effect of the strength doesn't affect for 10 minutes. After it takes into effect, your size increases by 1 size bigger. So if you're medium, you become large. If you're large, you become huge, etc., etc., etc. Your strength score becomes 21. If for some reason your strength score is already 21 or higher, nothing changes. And this effect lasts for 24 hours. If for some reason you decide to take a long rest in between there, the effect automatically ends and therefore cannot be regenerated. So if you decide to take a long rest before the 24-hour ends, it ends it early. During this effect, all strength checks, strength saving throws have a +5. That's in addition to what the already bonus you get for already being a 21 strength. Warning, do not take another potion while drinking this, and do not take a potion within 24 hours of...
We're not
after
liable for this.
drinking.
We'll you after this.
Okay.
If side effects last more than X amount of hours.
If this lasts for more than 4 hours, please see a physician.
Yeah.
So speak to your choir.
Like I said,
May include anal leakage.
But I'm so strong, but it feels so bad.
What I'm here for.
Cleric is-
If you take this in more
Very
than
good.
2 at a
Okay.
time, you will all of a sudden be spitting up slugs.
Okay.
Potions
All right.
are bad.
Anything else you guys want to get while you're
For the next
inside the
24
hag's
hours.
hut?
What regular healing potions does she have?
She has 3 basic healings that have no extra things, which is the case that she brought up that she had to blow off the dust for, and she's got 1 standard superior.
How much are those again?
A regular healing potion is 50. A superior is... Double check. I want to say it's 250. Oh, no, superior is 500.
500. Okay. I'm gonna get the superior and then 2 of the. You know what? All 3, because we're gonna need healings.
Okay, so that'd be 7. that'd be 650 then.
650. Got it.
Can I do something before ever all shit goes down?
Absolutely.
Shit goes down at the store.
I look at it. I go up to it and be like, I've been holding on to some of these. I don't know if they're gonna be very helpful for you. And I pull out some scrolls
Okay.
and be like, and they're scrolls of actual spells.
Okay, so name what you got. Shimmy looks at him with fascination.
I have. It's called Disguise Self. One of them, Gravity.
Okay.
Gravity something Fisher? Maybe? I don't know. Or Fisher? I don't know
Fissure?
what it's called.
Fissure.
Yeah, yeah. Then a power word stun.
Ooh, she immediately gets kind of like, very salivated with the last one. Well, are you looking to buy something or you just want coin back?
Oh, what can you give me? I like things.
Well, for
I like
all 3 of those,
I like special potions.
She
I
immediately
like special
she immediately grabs a ladder and she immediately climbs up to the spot of the top where she's got the newly made ones that she's
And
kind of hidden.
I also pull out something very kind of sneakily and be like, and I have this. So, if you can make the potion able to be, thrown in this. And I show her my little crossbow.
Oh, okay.
My tiny little crossbow.
So she pulls down, she loosens up some vines of 3 of them that are kind of attached to the actual chimney roof itself, and then she pulls them down. As you can see, all 3 of them have a silverish tone to them, but they're different colors. One's green, one's purple, one's red. As she immediately looks at you, I can offer you my 3 best. Now, this guy right here, the green one. Now,
Okay.
take it lightly. You're a small little thing, but you look like you're able to handle it. So, this one,
Green one.
even if you were down for the count, you drink this, you'll be ready and able to go back into battle.
So it's like a full AC,
I don't know what AC means, but
like a full health kind of thing.
well, yeah. I mean, assumingly that you're not dead, you're partially dead. You take this, and
Mostly dead.
and you become pretty much mostly alive, and you
Mostly alive. Okay.
added to that, you got a bit of energy to you afterwards. I'd like to think of an extreme caffeine boost, kind of thing.
Ooh, caffeine.
Basically, what it does is that
What's caffeine?
as long as you haven't been down for more than a minute,
Okay.
or anybody else, drink this. Even if you lost all 3 saving throws, you drink this. You go back up to max health. You immediately stand up without using an action, so you're immediately not prone, and you're given haste.
Ooh, we like it. Yeah.
Haste effect does not end until you take a long rest, so you can actually hold on to haste effect as long as you want if you want exhaustion.
You'll have to make these potions, by
Yep.
the way.
The red one itself, be very careful with this one. This one, I've had a few people buy this, big guys, and well, let's just say they couldn't handle their drink. You drink this, or let's just say you convince someone else to drink it. Maybe you put a little bit in their drink, something like that.
I like that idea.
Let's say it's kind of similar to a poison. It's not going to kill him.
Oh,
No.
okay.
But
Okay.
take a truth serum and amp it up by 1,000. That's what this guy does.
Truth serum? Yes! Yes, son. Truth.
I would just say be careful with the bigger ones. The bigger ones like to drink their drinks very, very fast, and this has a little bit of bad, let's say, stomach effect if they drink it too
Okay,
fast.
so is it like I had to get them all tummy medicine after
So I'm
the
gonna
food,
give
so
you
it's worse?
DM the player. So what this is that this has it has 2 lines in it, implying that depending on the size of the person depends how much you give them. If you give small creature gets 1/3, medium-sized creature gets 2/3, and a large-sized creature gets a full thing. If you give them any more than prescribed and they drink it, they could possibly die.
Again.
Oops.
And she laughs.
Some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
And then she shows out the purple one. Okay, so she kind of
Purple,
like looks around.
okay.
She kind of like whispers to you. Do you like casting spells?
Yes, of course.
so-
I'm an elf. What do
Let's
you
just
expect?
let's say, okay, so theoretically, you got a spell that you're not able to cast, right? Because, well, let's be honest, you might not be there yet, but there's a certain spell you want to cast. Drink
Uh-huh.
this, and as long as you understand how the spell works, every spell's available to you.
Ooh.
Now, be
Well,
smart about it.
wizard.
This only lasts 1 minute. You drink this, so basically you drink it, and you can cast up to 9th level spells.
Nice.
During this effect for the full minute, you do not expend spell slots. So basically, you can just keep casting spells as much as you want.
That's all.
Mixus does not need that power. What are you doing?
Yes, I do.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited magic!
9th level spells? What is wrong with
Highest
Mixus?
levels of magic!
You've created a monster.
If we all
You're
die,
already past
it's
that.
And she immediately looks at your crossbow. She's like, "Oh, I've seen this. I've seen one of these before. Do you know? Do you know my sister?"
Sister.
Well-
Oh my god, she's amazing.
Like, well, it's twice removed, brother. You
Sister
get
from
it.
another
But I
She's
remember
really
the craftsman work.
If you probably know some of her work. Okay, and I'd start showing her. So I have this one. This one makes a toy come alive.
Ooh.
This one is for oil for an instrument. This one helps you for performance check. This one's a love potion. And this one it makes you 10 copies of yourself. And this one makes you have the strength of like 3 different doses, and it doubles your strength. And this one mutes you from all sound. And
Wait,
this one is
so wait,
and this one
wait.
makes you invisible.
You play music?
Yeah.
How would you like to do a favor for me?
Okay.
So,
Leslie?
we've been having a little bit of troubles further in town. A couple towns away. And there's been some trouble I've been told about, and I haven't been able to really take care of it. There's been some kind of creature creating some problems, but it seems to be attracted to certain kind of sounds. If I give you something to play a certain musical note to get the creature, could you safely convince it to go to a different territory? Many people have been trying to do it, but they want to kill the creature. I just want it sent away safely.
Do that, yeah, right now.
I'll give you the
Yeah.
potion as your fee. You just
okay.
convince the creature to go to a different territory for its specific area of hunting.
Sure, yeah.
She immediately
Yeah.
starts rifling through a bag, and she immediately pulls out this. Immediately, when you see it, you see almost like what looks like bubbles that look like musical notes inside of it. Now, I don't know if the
Potion.
skill level. Take this, give it a little bit to take an effect, and I'll tell you what,
Okay.
no bard can beat you in music. No bard.
Ooh, fancy. So, what do you call this potion?
I don't really have a name for it, I'll be honest. Let's just say I have
call
yet
it
to sell it regularly.
Music.
I hate to tell you, but this is kind of like my test, so be careful with it.
That happened. Oh, that's the same thing happened with the making the toy come alive one. So your sister, half removed, said, that it could either make the toy come alive and be cheerful, or it could make the toy come alive and be crazy. So, yeah.
That's definitely her, yeah.
Do not use that one, Mexis.
Classic sister.
Yeah,
You can sell that one.
That's definitely my sister. She is definitely a psychopath. She really takes butcher knife, all of a sudden just starts cutting some animal heads off to start using them for different pieces.
So I you the 3 skulls then for the other potions.
Yeah, the 3 scrolls for those potions. I believe that's a fair trade.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Just do me
can't use them.
do me a solid. Try them out. Eventually, when you make your way back, give me a good review on them. They're kind of like tests.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
need to know
Oh,
is it too
yeah,
powerful?
I already-
Did someone
I
die
already-
in the process? I just need to know these
Yeah,
things.
I already told your your half sister removed, you know, that I would do
Twice
the same,
removed.
you
Twice
know.
removed. We're not we're not those kind of
twice
sisters.
removed?
Twice removed.
Okay, twice removed. I've been taking notes on how the other ones, you know, did, so I have notes that I can give back to you. I can do that to you too. And I'm actually originally from around here, these places, so I can always come back and let you know.
Just let me know if like anybody dies, but just don't. If someone dies, just don't let them know where you got the potion from.
Oh, yeah, no worries. No. I'll probably use, if they die, well, hopefully they were an enemy. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Either way,
So
I really don't care. Death is death.
This music one is for the specific creature, right?
Well, it's for a few creatures. There's a lot of creatures around here that are pretty attuned with music, and they can be pulled out of their hunting. Their little hunting trance with the right tune. This will allow you to play the right tune.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, I'm pretty. And does it matter what instrument I use, or?
Well, whatever you're attuned to.
Okay, well, I'm attuned to 2 instruments, so
Well,
yeah.
dealer's choice.
Well, one of them actually will bring us a dragon. We don't really need that. So
That is kind of cool, though.
Yeah. And I have a friend that's a dragon too. Yeah.
Of course.
But
you do.
anywho, yeah. Anyways, that sounds great. Let me think. Do you have a potion that makes you really small?
You mean like smaller than you?
Yes.
Like how small do you want to go?
Like sprite size.
That's pretty small. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I got a couple. I mean, like, I got, reduced potions. I mean, if I give it to you, it'll put you in a sprite, but I give it to them, but they'll basically turn to your size.
Okay, well, do you have one that is really good for a really big person to make them small?
How big?
Murph, how tall are you?
Oh, I thought she was talking about the dragon trying to shrink like a dragon now.
Pocket dragon.
Pocket dragon!
Pocket snake.
I thought she was talking about me.
Get out of my head!
7-3.
Full disclosure,
7-3.
Renora did want the potion to make you resistful opposite sex so that she could prank Helga.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Would
It's
that
hard to
work
tell.
if
You
she's
can't.
not attracted to the opposite sex?
It doesn't matter if you're attracted to them; they'd be attracted to you.
So you can't. So
That's the
you
prank.
can't. You since you don't actually read this kind of Elvish, without asking, you don't know which one is which that would apply to that. You see a few of them that have bubbles in them that are hearts, but you don't necessarily know if those are the ones you're looking for.
Do both.
How about no?
How about no?
Double or nothing.
Yeah,
No,
just
it's like
forget
no one
Martha
asked
and
you.
Helga.
Honestly, when
Tell us what's
Mexis
going
and the girls started talking about music, Renora probably would have tried to leave at that point. She's like, well, they're catching up.
Okay. All right. So as you leave, all of a sudden you just start, like walking out. As soon as you leave the threshold of the place, no check. You just drop to the ground. You pass out.
Oh, good.
She's like, as immediately the hag looks over, don't touch her, unless you want to pass out too.
What'd you do to her?
I didn't do anything.
Then why can't I
Guys, we're
touch
like-
her? She's passed out.
I look at, did she steal something? I look at the hag and be like, did she steal something?
No, there's only 2 reasons why someone passed out immediately from leaving my hut. I mean, yeah, option A is someone stole something, or option B, someone accidentally triggered something. I mean, either one. It's kind of funny to watch.
We don't care what option B is. We know it's option A.
Do we?
Okay,
Option
well,
A.
No.
okay, so, if I can remove the thing that she stole, would that help?
Yeah, you might want to give some time. Anybody that touches her in like the next 10 minutes is going to immediately suffer the same fate. Give me 1 second. As she immediately starts walking out, she like takes like her cane, she starts moving through. She immediately like takes her cane, kind of like a T-Rex like claw, and she like kind of comes out, and then she kind of like grabs it, and she's like, "Yep, there it is." So she may like just like
She
bounces
pulls
up
out
and she
the-
grabs the actual potion.
I love it. Yeah.
And then
Look
she just
at
starts
it,
like
what?
she just starts poking you with her cane. All right, thief,
So-
wake the fuck up. And then she starts walking away. So you just like open up your eyes like groggy, like you slept for like 3 days straight. And you just see like this cane just poking you right in the eye. She just starts walking back over to her hut.
So, and I go and was like, what one did she try to steal?
She like looks at it. Looks like it's the one that your friend bought, or at least one similar.
Oh, okay. Well, can I have the one that makes a really tall person shrink really tiny and that one, please?
You want them both?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you just want this friend of yours just to be tiny, or do you want them to also, well, do you want it to be funny in the same process?
Funny.
Oh, alright, perfect. So I'll tell you what, you want to buy what your friend took, and, we'll like to call the toy size. Let's call a straight 5,000.
1 second. And you said 5,000
Mm-hmm.
gold?
Yeah.
How much is 1 platinum?
1 platinum is 10 gold.
Oh.
How many platinum do you have?
I have 25.
Okay, so that'd be 250 then.
Okay, so I can give you 5,000 gold, I guess.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's
Okay,
a
so
lot.
you get the superior potion of Hill Giant Strength, and then
I gotta remove. 1 second, I have to remove the 5,000 gold. Okay.
you get what is you see a label on it, and it is called the Toy Poodle Potion.
What's a poodle?
And it basically shows like a picture of what looks like a tiny tabaxi. And it just
Oh.
basically just says, hut dealer is not to blame for any extra ears or extremities that are grown from this process.
Yay!
That's reassuring.
Right.
And I look at her and be like, "Thank you. This is fun."
You are quite welcome.
And then as I picture Reed kind of hopping over Renora, and I'd be like, "Okay, here you go." And I hand her the potion that she actually was trying to steal.
You're too kind.
Can I pick her up at this point, or is
No, you can pick her up. The effect
Okay.
is done. Yeah, she
help
she
her
eliminated
up.
the effect after she took the potion back from you.
I
Okay.
help her up, and as we're walking out, I just kind of smack her on the back of the head.
You feel like part of your
Oh.
body's like still not woken up, like you get up and you feel fine, but like all of a sudden, like you just like as you kind of like just drop for a second, you hang on for and as like your legs didn't wake up yet. It's just like it's taking a little while for like the blood to kind of. It's like almost like your whole body just went numb, like almost like you've been sleeping for so long that you know like when you're sitting down and your feet go numb, kind of like it's like that for your
Yeah.
whole body. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
I'm like, what happened?
Pins and needles.
Let's go. Don't take stuff. As I'm like fine reading the little print of all the warning symbols walking out.
Right.
All these
Okay.
potions that she has are like whenever you guys see like those ads on commercials, it's like possible death, possible diarrhea, high chance of like like all the worst results. Like it's like why?
High risk, high
So,
reward.
guys, for some of those,
That's a good name to a business. High risk. I gotta use that. That's
For
nice.
for some of those extra potions, what happens? Let me know. I'll write it down so I can give it back to her, so they have an idea of
Mixis
what
is like a
happened.
customer
Makes
service
sense.
person.
Yeah.
Do
Honestly.
not experiment on your friends. Repeat it.
Do not,
Helga's
Do
okay.
not experiment
Also,
on your
do
friends.
not.
At this point, you see finally Daphne and Serena start walking by you as you see that Serena, the item that was being made for Serena by Daphne are 2 new swords for her, and she actually made Serena 2 katana short swords to replace her daggers.
Fancy.
Nice.
All right, we're all set.
I think Xander wanted
Yeah.
to do something. If you
Xander,
want to talk to
and
him,
I'm sure
that'll probably be happening at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should
I was
switch
with
to
them
see
too.
what all of them are doing because we
Yes.
were having fun in a hut.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone else who wants to do
I-
something, do it. What do you want to do? Come on.
Golden Temple.
don't rush us after spending that much time in the hag hut.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
you?
fair. I am gonna do a sleight of hand to put about 2,000 gold back with Mexis, so that hopefully she doesn't notice that I'm doing it, because I feel bad.
Okay.
But I don't want her to know that I feel bad.
I think did you get
How
a
bad
natural
do you
20?
feel?
My passive
perception is 19.
Yeah, I got a nat 20, so,
So you're
32.
good. No,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you don't notice it. Yeah.
All of a sudden, I have how many?
Take my money.
You have 2,000 more gold.
All right. So so for the people that still need to do stuff in town, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna try and find a temple.
Yeah.
They're trying
maybe.
to find
Yeah.
a temple.
And
As
then
far
we're
as you
gonna
can
try and
tell,
contact a
Use your
god.
words. Say
as
it.
for this town, this is a smaller like residential town with a few businesses inside. There is no temple here, but look at
All right.
distance near to like it looks like maybe like 5 miles away, which is like a few towns away. There's a large forest, trees grand, like almost like you can't see past them even where you're standing now, and it looks like almost like enchanted forest. And you can immediately see that there are what looks like the entrance of the forest itself has two what looks like statues, but from this distance you can't see what they are. But it definitely looks like there are some kind of temples of whatever the Feywild considers temple of yours within that area. You do see a sign that actually is for that area, and you see that that the main capital of this area is called Emberfall, and that's most likely where the temples are.
Sounds good.
Can't hurt. It's better than.
Yup.
Well, you say that. You always say that. Can't hurt. But realistically, it's D&D. It can hurt. You know, like...
More often than not.
It can't hurt my soul.
Realistically,
Again!
it's the Feywild.
You
It's
don't know
going
that.
to hurt.
You know,
Oh, Feywild doesn't
I need to take 10
hurt.
points of
Why
soul
would you
damage,
say
please.
Helga's just hellbent on that liking the Feywild. Don't take it
Self-fulfilling
personally,
prophecy,
Mexis.
Helga's gonna find her own trouble with some kind of creature or something because she's just, saying that the Feywild's gonna hurt you.
Daphne just looks at all of you.
Me
She's
wrong.
like, all right, I'm going to head out. She immediately gives Serena a hug. I'm going to meet up with the rest of them. As Serena just is being left with you guys. And I think Tallman said he'll contact you. Edmia looks at Serena when anything happens. And she immediately starts walking off, heading back over to the spot where they were.
So what is like Murph and Helga and all of them doing?
It's with Xander.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
but
we
you
have to
guys
head.
were also looking for ale or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have time for that.
There's
Good
no
trip.
Make a hike.
there is no tavern in this town.
Good trip
Ooh,
to
it's
the
dry.
temple there, Xander. Good job, us. Look at that.
So this is like the
Temple
farm village outside of town. This is still a town, but this is where everybody comes together to do
tiny
work
one.
together. So if they want to actually go do major businesses or go sell their stuff or go get an actual pint, they have to go to the next town, which is a town between this one and the Emberfall itself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that's our journey. We wanna get to there.
Okay.
Are you gonna meet up with the rest of the group while see if Mama Fee is sitting down reading all the fine print? And what is Murph doing at this moment in time?
Markda would have just kind of found the closest wall post that he could lean against and watch everybody kind of disseminate and just watch and
It's fine.
smile, watch his pack kind of do the thing.
Okay.
All right.
He's happy to be back.
I picture Mexis coming up and leaning against me like, what you doing? What you doing?
Fierna comes up. Do not drink anything she gives you.
Do it.
Drink it.
Do I look that stupid, Mama Feet? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm enjoying, and he's gonna look at Mama Fia and kind of look out at the group doing their thing. I'm just taking a quiet moment and enjoying the scenery.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that's nice. Not causing destruction or havoc.
Makes
For
sense.
once. No.
That's my job,
Just
damn
for
it.
Nora stealing
Right.
stuff.
Me? Steal things? I would never.
No.
And I go,
Who's
by the
that?
way, I don't need to make you guys drink things to have any effects.
That's a scary thought.
I'm here for the chaos.
Yeah.
You're in my world now.
Hello, my protect.
Insert maniacal laughter.
Welcome to hell!
I think Helga just cries at this point.
Helga has full-blown
Full on
panic attack
weeping.
of just,
It's
yeah.
pretty here. Come on,
Get
guys.
it out.
It's
It's gonna be alright. We're gonna make it through. It's gonna be okay.
Get me out! Get me out! Pinch me! Let me wake up!
Mexis is the big bad of the campaign. Eventually,
Yeah.
You should be
You mean the-
enjoying it.
You mean the
Is
little
Helga
bad?
go back? Helga and
I know what
Mark
it
go
said.
back and forth, slapping each other. Wake up! No, you wake up! You wake up!
It's not
Yeah.
that bad. This place is
Two brothers playing what is it, slapsies or whatever with each
All
other.
right.
Just
So-
keep punching each other.
we're gonna keep moving on. So unless anybody wants to do anything in this town, we're gonna progress on.
Good.
We're good.
Alright, So you guys can move to the next town.
Mhm.
Onward and upward.
So, do you tell us that you want to go to a temple?
Yes.
Okay.
Mexis, you would
Like
know that in Emberfall itself has a total of 20 temples. But unlike the temples in Averant, these temples are kind of like part of nature themselves, so not like somewhere where you actually just go. They're kind of like, almost like druidic runes that are all over the place.
What kind of temple are you looking for? Are you looking for temples for the gods that you guys know, or all gods?
I mean, if it's my god or gods we know of, the newer gods, I would say that would be preferred.
Well-
oh, sure.
Or at least gods of our realm.
Gods of our
specifically.
realm. Yes, there you go. That
I
thank you.
mean, I'm sure you can use the same place to channel whatever you do
Yeah.
for. So yeah, yeah, you're not gonna find any in this town or the next town. You gotta go further.
Awesome. I would love to adventure in the Feywilds. It is. I don't know if I have been in the Feywilds, but it's been too
Well,
long.
Sandra,
And then
why
all
would
of
you
a
tell her
sudden
you
you
want to
see-
It's
adventure?
been too long. You've never been here. That's what I'm saying. Too long. Like,
Too long. It's
And
been
then
too
all of a
long.
sudden you see her kind of fidget and be like, well, there's a lot by, Emberfall. I guess we could go there.
Sure.
let's do that.
How long of a journey is it?
It's the next town over.
That sounds a
What?
little far away.
It's
Martha. Martha realizes that Mix is kind of acting weird, and he walks up and he kneels down. What is it to you, the V1?
What are you talking about?
The town?
We're not stupid.
Oh, you,
Well, Helga might be a little bit, but
you're talking about.
most of us aren't.
Well, that's my hometown.
Oh, that'd be great to visit. I'm sure if they're just like you and they're so full of life and joy and happiness, it'll just rub
I'm not
off on
going.
us.
Oh.
She's warming up to it.
Sander! Helga! Look at her. He's not excited to go back.
That's
Are you?
okay. Well, okay. So you know how I'm strange compared to your realm, right?
I
Yes.
No,
feel
we
like
had
strange
fucking
compared to
noticed.
No.
many realms, yes.
Well, okay. So you guys are all like, what? Let's do this, go on an adventure, blah blah blah. Yeah, everyone in my town is like, oh, we like to do our daily activities, and it's time for a nap. Oh, let's go do some farming. Oh, let's go. Oh, gotta have second breakfast now. Like, it's just
Things.
11
It's-
views.
Yes.
I love
Wow,
second
that,
breakfast.
yeah.
Lunch
I
and
felt
So,
it's very.
so a daily routine.
Oh well, that and
Ugh.
they're not confrontational.
That's what Renora thinks of your routines.
They're not confrontational. I think that's the right word. So nobody fights there. Nobody.
That's a
Yet.
good
Interesting.
thing, right?
Oh.
Nobody
As we
has
just
weapons.
unleashed Soma upon the Feywild.
Nobody has weapons.
Yeah.
We have farming equipment, but not weapons.
And they've never been attacked?
They've been attacked.
But
So they just die.
Back.
They don't,
We
they die.
don't. They don't fight back. We let them come and traveling. And I look at Runora kind of side, and I look away because I'm trying to keep her secret. And I go, well, we just let the travel.
why are we giving Mexis the 5th degree? Has Mexis ever steered us wrong before?
Do you want an honest answer?
No. The answer is no, Helga. All right.
So we can go there. It's just just
The look on Helga's face of like, wait.
just be aware that people, they're very nice. They're very quiet. Well, some of them are quiet, but most of it's just, yes, it's very cheerful, but it's very boring. Yeah.
Oh, so if I show up there and I put on the world's greatest show, and you could join me, Mexis, and
we
can
have-
make
You
it.
could
we can make
shake
it
them
fire
out of their
faster.
boringness, Xander. Show them the
I'm
meaning of
with
true
Murph.
entertainment.
We have music. It's not
Well,
like
there
we
we
don't
go.
have music.
Do you?
We
But do you have Xander?
I don't think I'm awake yet, Murph.
Magnificent.
we have
This realm is
It's
not ready
just-
for what the amount of magnificent as Xander is. It's just too soon.
They can't handle it.
just okay. So they're just set
I'm
in
not
their
that
ways,
drunk.
and
I'm not that drunk.
Yep.
you know how I wanted an adventure and stuff. Well, they don't like that. They just want to have their normal life, and there's things that you're expected to do, and so it's fine. We can go back. It's just so it's gonna be a little.
But you
different.
say that like it's a bad thing, though, Mexis.
Well,
Like,
it's not a bad thing. It's just when you've been there for when you were there for over 200 years, it gets boring.
apparently you're the only one that thinks so.
I mean, some
Do
people are
you-
happy with doing their same thing and living a happy, content life.
We can still go. We could go. It's fine. I'm sure there's things that we can do. There is a lot of temples. I can show you where they are. There's 20.
Mm.
That's more than we have here.
Zero.
And we can meet
Significantly
some,
more than zero.
If we go into the forest, we can actually meet some of my friends.
Yeah, see, there we go. Speaking of forest friends, do you think there's any horses or anything we could take to get to there faster?
No.
Oh.
No.
Xander,
I love the,
I look like
no.
myself.
No, for me,
Xander,
no.
Xander, I have seen you cast levitate on yourself more than once. You don't have to walk anywhere. So what are you whining about?
Get
He
in
wants
there
to roll up in
faster.
style. That's what
Yeah,
he's
that
whining
too.
about.
Yeah,
He's like, this
It was
isn't
time
about
to be a team player.
efficiency. This is about me looking the coolest I possibly can.
Hey,
really
there's
did
farms
not-
out there.
I really did not try to do it in that way, but that just kind of made
It
me laugh.
worked- no, I love it though. It worked out perfectly.
No.
With the sigh.
We have to go through some of the grassland, and then we have to go past that one other town, and we go there, and then you'll see the farms. You'll start to see the farms on the outside. It's near the river, and so on. So yeah, and the forest, yeah, and you see where those big trees are over there? And I point over to the big giant trees. That's the way we need to go. Is by them.
Right. Well, I guess if we don't have any way to ride there, I guess we better hop skitty doo.
I guess if we can't get any horses, like
Damn it.
Well, and I guess if we end up needing
Henry, don't forget Henry. Rest in peace.
And if we need a place to stay, we can stay at my house.
Okay.
Well, not if you're
All
gonna
right.
twist our arm about it, Mexis. I mean, my goodness.
We would love to
It'll
see
be
your house.
Interesting to see where you
You
grew
are
up.
just so excited for a slumber party. My
I
goodness.
I'm
am-
so excited.
I mean, it's I like it. It's been in our family for a very long time. It's fine.
Sweet. I'm sure, it'll
I'm
be
sure you
rad.
guys are all picturing like a tiny little house or whatever.
well, yeah,
A tree
whole like
a literal
farmhouse
tree
hut, like a single large
Nice
room.
little
Like,
house.
A
I'm
mushroom.
just picturing
Right.
a tree with like this little door in it.
Yeah, like I said, a literal tree house.
right.
Hello, tree.
We'll grab
Oh,
Serena and head on out.
Yeah, and also if you remember the animals here speak, and so do most of the plants. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Bye.
All right, let's
Okay.
let's do it.
That's what I say. Okay.
We'll write the songs of our journey in the Feywild. It'll be
Okay.
great.
So
And
you guys
look
start
at
heading
Murph.
to
They'll be
the
like,
Emberfall.
yeah, we're heading that way.
Okay.
Do, 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 do,
Okay,
do.
so as you
that's
guys
fine.
start heading your way over to the Emberfall, it takes you maybe like a couple hours, depending on your movement speed throughout it. And mostly you're going through, it's just a straight path there. Hills up and down, but you end out of the first town you're in, you eventually go about a mile, and then you get into another town, which is the sort of the polar opposite. You see some taverns, a few businesses, but mostly it looks like this is where all the farming eventually takes all their actual wheat and everything like that, and they actually sell it over here, and then they try to convert it into their own kind of business and trade. Eventually going its way through, you do find where the actual pathway gets wider to the entrance of the forest. And in this forest, this is like immediately within it, it looks dark, but you do see like these in the distance, like these almost what looks like from the distance, it almost looks like it's filled with fireflies that are constantly moving, but they are far within. And at first glance, if you would assume that this wasn't not Mexis' home, you'd assume that maybe this place looks a little haunted just because of how dark it is immediately walking in. But you do see two statues that are on the left and the right of the path by about 5 feet off the path. Both of them are female. The one on the left itself is what looks like female with kind of like what kind of looks like a dress coming down and kind of like drapes halfway off one side, and then has what looks like a floral crown. It looks like it's almost like kind of growing off the side and kind of like draping down. And then she's got what looks like a whip, but it looks like it's like almost looks like it's vines growing over her hand. The one on the right actually looks like, almost kind of looks like maybe like if there's such a thing as called like a nature elemental, where it looks like it's almost like someone who has like a crown that's actually grown out of her skull, kind of like that, where it's actually like these weeds and vines and kind of like moss that's grown out of there. And actually, it's aesthetically, there's actually moss actually growing in the actual statue itself. She's got like elongated fingers, but compared to it being scary, it actually looks like it's kind of like the feature for it. For anybody here that are familiar with maybe more of the elementals or anything, even your own, most likely both these represent dryads.
That's what I thought.
And then all you see before we pass, I stand really straight, and I turn to one side, and bow to the one statue, and I turn and bow to the other statue.
Okay.
And then I walk forward. You should probably do the same.
Okay.
Follow and
Yeah.
bow, do a little bow.
Yeah.
Hello.
For anybody who
And
think
walk
that they
fast.
would, if for anybody who does like any kind of like, or has done any kind of research as far as characters, you can give me a history check or a religion check to see if you can understand what the symbolism of dryads being outside of forest would represent.
Sure. Would that be like a history or a
You can
nature?
either choose
Said
history
religion or
or
history.
religion. I guess nature could
History.
technically work for this, so either one of three. Either
I'll
history,
do
nature, or
religion.
Okay.
I'll do religion.
Do it.
Oh, that sucked. 11.
11. The only thing you would know that you would have at least gone through with some books is that anytime a Feywild has dryads outside, they're not hypothetical. These are actual creatures that the patrons of the forest have actually met. Outside of that, they use them as representation, as kind of like the Mother Nature of the area. But it's not like it's Mother Nature of all the Feywild, specifically that force itself. As being, we protect her, she protects us. Not as a god status, but more or less as, we protect our
Friendship.
planet, our planet protects us, kind of like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Circle of
you
life.
just. Oh yeah. I thought Murph just said something, but he was muted. But
Okay. But you're able to go in without a problem as you start entering into this forest. And all the trees are perfectly healthy. None of them are curved. They're just all like these large, like great oak trees that are fully bloomed. And as you go in further, you start to notice that more colors off of them. Trees that, unless you very similar to when you guys were in the town of the Shadowfell, where Mexis was naming all the trees. These are very similar, but more grandiose, where each one of them has bright, vibrant colors off of them. And in certain spots, you assume that maybe a tree was cut down, but actually it looks like based off the roots. And you see like certain marks. And maybe one just walked away.
Did you see that?
I am going to be telling the trees hello as I walk past them.
As you don't understand the language, but it just kind of like comes down, and you just see like these little branches just kind of wave at you as like kind of like a blessing as they kind of like walk through, kind of like a giant crossing the street.
Hi.
Yeah. Helga's
Good
actively
to
trying
meet
not to
you.
panic.
My
I'm
friend
with
just
her.
told me to say hello to the trees, so hello.
And then Mama Fee. I'm with her. Yeah, what she says.
Not if you can understand it. You just hear kind of like a stretching of bark as its language, but Mexis, you can understand it. It says, "Greetings, good day, nice to meet you."
He says,
Oh,
greetings,
God.
good day, nice to meet you.
Oh, hey. You do talk back. Alright.
I'll just as we're walking, I'll like strum my bad lute a little bit just for some like music.
Okay, give me a performance check to see if you're going to piss off nature.
You hear
Yes!
Mexis.
Yes!
You hear Mexis speak back and be like, "Oh, how's the family?"
Immediately looks back.
Ooh,
Oh, Mexis,
this'll be great.
it's been some time. When did you get back in town? Family's good. Family's good. They're around here somewhere. They've gotten pretty big. The Oaks have gotten pretty large.
Oh, really? Okay.
They have families.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know.
19 plus, what was it,
I
12?
thought you knew.
Yeah, 19 plus 12 is like 31.
There's an very large number.
As you start strumming some
Very
music,
large
you
number.
start to find out the right beat that both, they don't like necessarily like a regular crowd that go to the beat, but you notice that some of them that
Yeah.
actually cherish the sound, and you find out that a nice calm strum is very soothing to
Yes.
them. As you start to notice that as you play certain tunes, eventually the one you find is almost like the wind moves with your musical notes. Like every time you actually do
Right.
like a strum, you can kind of see some of the arms kind of like just move with the wind across with it as
The
like
branches across the
as
way.
eventually
Helga's-
one of the trees comes up to you, it's like a small little treeling comes across and immediately runs, and it's just like running around you, like dancing around to the actual music, and immediately runs back into the forest.
Helga's
Okay,
eyes are
good.
buried into the back of Merv's head. She's not making eye contact with
You see
anything
this
in this
too,
forest.
right?
I love it.
What? Remember, Mama Feet, do you remember when I said that the trees don't move in your realm? Well, this is
Uh-huh.
why. This is why.
I love it. I think this is great.
You even see
I'll
some
name
of
you
them that have
Little
like the
Acorn.
same energy as Mexis, is like when the little like treeling walks around, it looks like it's like ready to ask 1,000 questions, and then immediately like you just see like the original tree that's walking across, like no, let them do their own thing, and just kind of scoots them a little bit forward, and eventually.
Yeah, you just see these giant trees walking past the path.
And then
you're
eventually they
like,
just find like a
"Ah."
spot, and they kind of like dig their roots back into the ground. They just kind of go back into hibernation for a little bit as they start sucking in some energy. It's not like it's consistent, like it's an everyday thing, but like it's not so unusual around here. Like you see like a couple of them, and then you don't see it again. But you definitely get the feeling of it. For anybody who's a spellcaster, roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Ooh, alright.
Ooh, okay. Do I need to do this?
You do not.
Okay, I was gonna say. I'm home.
That was a 9.
is
9.
so confused.
Oh,
You can tell that whatever the energy of individual domains in here, in this case the Ember Forest, is specifically has its own, as if like it had its own sort of like magical energy to it that's separate itself from the Feywild. But naturally, the Feywild, ever since you got there, you've been able to notice that your power is not poor, but it's different. In here, it's almost like it has its own central magic, and within this area, not only does magic flow in a very, very much like a musical pattern, much like you were doing, but it almost has like an actual positivity to it. Like almost like maybe now you understand why Mexis is the way she is because like living in this place almost gives you a positive way of life.
Gotcha.
I
But
love
as
it.
far as what it does to you, the check itself is not able to tell you what it's
Okay.
necessarily going to do to your magic, but you can definitely assume it's not negative. But
Sure.
you might have to practice it before you randomly just go into combat while you're inside the Feywild.
Okay.
I also pictured that as soon as I walked that threshold, you all of a sudden that my colors keep fluidly changing between my spring side and my summer side. So like the green and then the pinkish with the flowers falling and such, because it's just normal. So,
As,
Very
and
cool.
but yeah,
as you continue to walk, you start to notice more lights, which originally looked like fireflies, now are larger. And eventually you notice that these are large, or like almost like living lights. But instead of them moving on their own, it's actually what looks like every house here is either within a tree or it's a tree house. But because of the ways the trees move and they're never in the same spot, much like being in Khalid, all the different trees themselves constantly shift. Therefore, the bridges connecting each tree to each other they elongate and they shrink back up. So these lights you're seeing from distance look like fireflies. They're just trees shifting around with these houses on them. Some of them, people are living within the trees. Some of them, they built like this big ring around it. And it's kind of like a mixture of kind of like Star Wars Endor mixed with actually like the actual Feywild of actually like Lord of the Rings, where everything is arcane and magical, but you see just like this whole life living within the forest itself. And you start to see every different variant of an elf that's in here. You even do see occasionally like some that look like half elves, but compared to the half elves that maybe Fierna is, these ones have colorization to them. Instead of having more of the humanization of them, they are just regular elves, but they just have maybe not as elongated ears as the rest. Maybe it's just because once upon a time, maybe a human came here, but that's like a fifth of their thing. They just kept staying here then. But the most common thing is elves that have a more unique blend to them, much like the Elandrin that Mexis is. And it seems like the most common thing here. But compared to Mexis, you maybe originally thought the Elandrins were small, but Mexis is maybe smaller for her kind. A lot of Elandrins here are not like large, they don't go much bigger than medium. But you see a lot of them, and you see
that's
like
because you're
fairies flying
counting
around.
our ear height. Our ear height.
But you see random creatures flying around. You do occasionally see a couple Azamars. But mostly the one thing that you notice that you never really see in your realm are actual fairies. And they go anywhere between pixie size to maybe the size of Mexis. And
I
they're
look
flying
at
around.
Helga and go, "Don't touch them.
Don't want to.
They can be mischiefy, more so than me."
I assure you, I want nothing to do with whatever they're doing. As long as they stay out of my way, I'll stay out of theirs.
Also, they will definitely, if you bring attention to them, they will go for your ears and they will touch them. 'Cause
Great,
they like
ignore
ears.
them. I like that plan. Let's just keep on going.
No, because your ears are fuzzy, so of course they're gonna go for them.
I guess I'm still continuing to play music, so do they react anyway to it?
Xander, shut up.
As music is
No,
being
that's okay. That's
as
okay.
music is
Play music.
getting played,
Let 'em cook.
if you decide to keep the same pattern of music, you notice that you kind of get
Yeah.
washed out a little bit, not on purpose, but it seems like the way of life in here is its own general music, almost like the sweeping of the leaves beneath their actual broom. The actual, maybe practicing, even though they're pacifists, there are some monks that actually practice like a certain kind of martial arts that like bends like the actual leaves around them, but they swear never to hurt anybody. Everything around here is so perfect and so balanced that it is its own music of its own. And as you start playing there, you kind of get the feeling it's like, okay, yeah, maybe not quite warranted, but you can naturally just get like the feeling around here that even the wind itself is like the like time to the actual bass of like something else is playing. Everything itself is like an instrument within the wind.
And then I stop abruptly and turn around and be like, "Okay, so yeah, we're about to go into town.
Okay.
So yeah,
Exciting.
if anyone comes and talks to you, just say hello. If you know how to speak in whatever language they're speaking, speak it back. Okay. And go. And I turn around, and you look like she kind of has like a fake smile on for a second, and you're like, okay. You're like, pretty. And you see the flowers on her kind of like dance with all the other flowers and all the other stuff going around because, you know, life. This is how it happens here. So, yeah.
Boy.
Can I roll an insight check on Mexis?
Sure.
Or as she would say,
what you picking up?
Sorry.
I would also like to insight check just to kind of gauge her emotions right now, because she is definitely acting.
That's right,
weird.
Mama V. We feels it. That's a 19 for Murphy.
Are you hiding it, Mexis?
What?
Are you hiding
Oh,
your
I'm not hiding it.
Okay.
No.
So, for the 19, explain what emotions are physically being seen.
So Mexis is kind of like a black sheep in this town. She has a different kind of thought process than the rest of them. You can see everyone's so cheerful and happy, and you think she's cheerful and happy. You're about to find out how cheerful and happy all these people are.
It's Zelda's worst nightmare.
I turn around. I'm not going.
You immediately start, like, as you're passing by, you
Right
hear some,
there.
like,
That's a fucking art.
you hear
If
some
I'm going
gossip
near-
going on as, like, you're passing by. For anybody who's, like, got a passive of at least 14, you're hearing, like, some whispers, like, oh, she's back. Who knew she was going to come back? I wonder if she knows that she's here. Are you going to tell her? No, not going to tell her.
I'm just gonna like start just like staring at these people like.
Yeah, I'm gonna side eye them.
And you also notice
That
that,
sounds like
like,
a-
and they're not, and Mexis isn't trying to hide it. Her fake smile is because you need to be cheerful here, like more so than she is. Kind of thing.
That's my cheerful.
Since Murphy caught on to that, he's gonna
Sheeple
like
is
angle
first.
himself right next to Mixus and put on the most like creepy fake smile.
Immediately, you start scaring some people out, and some of them, like, immediately
A
run
couple
back
mirrors
into, like, their
break.
trees and immediately shut the door, and you hear some locks.
Okay, that's a little too much.
Imitates
You're
like
scaring
I
the
understand.
locals.
Murph, that's a little too much. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller.
As you immediately see someone come up in front of you and bar your path, as you just immediately see this female, like, what looks like even a higher elf than what you're used to as far as high elves, where the ears are kind of like almost pointed up, kind of like almost kind of like more like a Vulcan kind of look, and immediately very slender and tall, pale skin, as this male kind of wearing kind of like a half like draped robe with some beads as immediately comes by. Greetings to the Emberfall and to our lovely domain. You all are strangers here, except for
Hi.
you're back. Greetings.
Yeah.
My face hurts. Can we stop now?
Hi,
I would just like to say,
Smiling!
if these are your friends, I don't know what they are, but they're scaring the neighbors. I don't know if they could maybe stop what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
All of our
Oh,
Guys, we don't have to keep
okay,
smiling. We don't have to keep smiling.
Couldn't keep that act up for long.
It's okay. And I look at him and I'm like, sorry, they're just following what I told them to do. I didn't know they were gonna be so bad at it.
You're welcome.
Who would have thought that we'd be so bad just shutting up and smiling?
I'm great!
We're so
No!
magnificent, it's fine.
No!
Is this how you do it?
My cheeks hurt. Oh my
More
god.
cheese?
Immediately,
Back
Does
to
that work?
norm.
I can see that.
Wait till I shift and get sharp teeth.
immediately, the male immediately says, "Well, all of you, welcome again. I am Amron. I am based off.
I say
of
that
this-
like I already knew it and just kind of go, hi, Amarin.
and you can actually tell that he's actually speaking common. That's actually very good. I know your tongue. I assume you all are not native here, so I will speak it. But once again, welcome
You've been
here.
practicing, haven't you?
Oh, I've had much practice. We've had a lot of travelers of late. But
Oh, okay.
I would just like to...
You see me, I just like raise my eyebrow, one eyebrow, like,
Okay.
I'd like to give a few words. First off, I am what you would all would consider maybe a sheriff around these parts. And the and we only have a couple rules around here. We expect that you at least follow them and everything will be all right. First
you
off,
see Mexis is like bored already and just be like making faces and just be like, and staring.
All goes for once, like rules, stability. You got it.
first off, we see that you all have weapons here. Normally it's not allowed, but we're not gonna relieve you of our area. You're allowed to stay as long as you like, but please do not draw your weapons under any means necessary. We do not believe in battle here. We do not believe in bloodshed. Even amongst yourselves, please do not bring it to our humble abode.
Okay.
2. We're a happy village. We like to bring positive energy to one's lives as such as us. And
Yeah,
we
clearly.
expect that you would bring a positive energy with it.
You see,
Also,
you see,
and he immediately
Mexis
points
is
to
just
Helga.
like
Stop that right now.
You knock that off right now.
Mexis is just like mocking him kind of off to the corner, like
And immediately like snaps and looks
As
at
soon
you.
as Renora
and for
heard
you.
sheriff, she's like instant attitude, like,
And
Go
for you,
on, just-
Mexis. I'm
Yes.
sure you're going to go see your sister, but afterwards, the Grandmaster...
you see her like gonna cringe a little bit when she says when he says sister.
Sister. Side eye.
She has a sister.
The
Apparently.
Grandmaster would have words with you. He already knows that you have arrived, and I'm sure you understand what the problem is. So, spend some time with your family, and meet him
I have a
over...
question before you go on.
Yes.
So I have a friend that wants to talk to the, the elder anyways. Can I arrange a meeting?
You can arrange a meeting after you have already had your meeting with him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
If these are
Sounds so
all...
excited.
If these are all followed, then we will have a pleasant time. And immediately he just like lifts up his hands, so you start seeing like different leaves fly around these fairies as you immediately start getting surrounded. Welcome to the Emberfall, and I hope you all have a pleasant time as you immediately get surrounded by these little pixies that start surrounding you, like almost like going to Hawaii and you start getting like these little things that start following you as like little souvenirs and stuff like that.
Ignore the fairies. Ignore the fairies. Ignore the fairies.
I look at him and like, oh, and I have a couple people who would like to go see the temples.
Ah, well, you know where they are.
Yes, but are we restricting when travelers can go, or did you guys change that?
There have been some problems of late. I'd say wait until you have your time with the Elder. And then we can talk about it then.
Problems in this
Okay.
utopia?
Okay, fine.
I might be one of the kind, but I am not immune to sarcasm.
I know. I did it on purpose.
Whoa!
But it's
We're
okay.
sending a good vibe. We're all
Have a
good.
wonderful day.
Bye-bye now.
That's better. All right, now.
Bye.
And he immediately moves out of the way and no longer is barring the path. As he
That's
immediately yells
What's that
out,
fool's name?
"Don't worry, everyone! They're not as creepy as they
Armin,
look!"
or,
No, as immediately doors start unlocking and opens them back up, and they start like
Yeah.
creeping back out, and they start going back to what they do.
What was
I
his name
picture like.
again?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Let me pull it back up.
Is it Armin?
Yeah, Airman.
Airman.
I picture like some of the pixies.
Aeryem. Airman.
Thank you.
I picture some of the pixies walking, like when they flitter by, going, "Oh, hi, Mexis! Yay, you're back!" And I'm like, "Ah, hi."
Fiona's just gonna go. Nobody should be this happy all the time.
This is exhausting.
You
Yeah.
eventually keep hearing the same things over and over again as they fly around.
Not
Mixes.
fucking real.
You're back. Are you gonna go speak to the elder? The elder needs to speak with you.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Well,
Yes,
let's. We can ask you when she's there.
How is your grandchild?
Oh, they're doing great. Do you want to see some pictures? We got pictures.
Sure. As I'm
Helga.
kind of walking halfway
Oh,
through.
well,
while they're-
no, and they keep flying in front of you. Well, I see you're continually moving. I'll move with you, and then they keep
Okay,
I mean, they
that's
keep
fine.
almost like
okay.
someone that has that
I
figure's
know.
pocketbook where it's a small wallet and it turns into 500 images that are just
Oh,
coming down.
look at that! So wonderful.
Oh yeah. I mean it's
Wow.
great, and they keep dragging along with them. It's like every picture from every day, so it's 9,000 pictures, and it's just
You know what
Beautiful.
would make us so much more happy and excited to meet the elder?
Alcohol.
Ale.
Drugs.
oh what's ale?
Or a liquid beverage of courage.
You mean wine?
Ferocity, excitement.
You mean wine?
Wine!
Yeah.
It is wine one's
Okay,
wine
okay,
day.
Xander. Volume,
Oh.
you're here. We need to be here.
And that's coming from Mixis.
Well, all this magnificence will just be balled up. Right.
You're right. I'll find you some people to.
Martha's gonna whisper to Fenra and Helga and Renora. Is she sick? I just heard her told somebody to be quiet. Is she sick?
I don't know, but
She's
it's
sick.
really funny watching her get done what she does to everyone else. You know, like how she constantly pesters everyone for questions and she wants to know everything all the time. And now that's
Listen.
happening to her, and it's funny.
Listen, end of the day, better sender than us. So let's
Okay,
what?
I hear you. And it's like, it's okay. Once they start talking to you, they'll start asking you all the questions too.
I don't understand them.
Oh, they will start.
Who is this
What?
elder?
Well, he's been around for a very long time,
What's
And
the
yes.
name, Elder?
and he
Yeah,
has
that's-
200 children.
Oh.
Man of respect, I like it.
I mean, he knows all the things, and he pretty much
Knows
runs this
all
whole
the
place.
things.
Well, he is 700 years
He knows
old.
one thing definitely for sure.
Yeah.
He's 700 years
I
old.
could
What
make
do
a
you
joke, but I'm not
expect?
going to.
Deity.
Oh man. Wait, how old are you again, Mixis?
250.
Oh,
You're not,
man.
I don't know, related to him by chance.
Well,
Are
that
you
face
all
says it
related to him?
No, we're not all related. That'd be gross.
That'd be
Okay.
weird.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Renora and Xander asking the important question.
Okay,
That would be gross.
how
No,
close are
I'm
we
not.
talking here?
I am not related to him per se. It's
Okay.
just a situation, and fine.
So
I will
there's some
tell you guys
mystery.
later. It's fine. Let's keep walking.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is there
tea.
something we should know before going to see him?
Well, you guys will be fine. He's not going to do anything to you guys.
And
We
to
need a
you?
wine stop.
Is he going to do something to you?
Yes.
What
But it's
is that?
okay.
Is it okay?
No.
It is fine because I still have 50 years, so he can handle it. I have 50 years, he can handle it. It's fine. It's fine. He knows I have 50 more years, and it's fine.
So fine.
Sure. Okay.
What does that mean?
I'll explain later. It's fine. We shouldn't. We're making a scene. We should keep going.
Can
Oh,
we let
okay.
her walk
Heaven
off a
forbid
little
we
bit?
make a scene.
I was gonna say, can we let Mixis walk off a little bit, and the rest of us huddle together?
Sure. I will
Listen,
keep. I'm
if
sure
this-
all of the
yeah.
all the pixies and everybody keeps starting to talk to me. Probably some tree lins, little
Right.
tree folks coming and talking to me while we're here.
As immediately you break off, you notice that some of the fairy sets around you. So, what you guys doing? You're not hanging out with Mexis? What's going on?
Ignore that.
Why'd you say ignore us? We don't like to be ignored. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
You know what the
but-
gag?
You got
what's up
funny
with the
hair.
Gag order on emotions here.
Hmm.
What's up with the gag order on emotions?
What's a gag order? You look weird.
You know, you can only say or do the things that are allowed.
There! We need a moment to ourselves, you fucking flighty hoes!
Oh,
Oh,
you're rude.
I'm trying to run
You're
and be like,
rude.
whoa,
You're
listen,
rude.
whoa,
Rude.
whoa,
Rude.
whoa.
They all extend arms like.
Like I literally run back and go to the pixies. It's okay. He didn't mean it. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Stay in the form you are. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. He's not used to our customs. It's fine.
We're sorry.
It's
We're sorry.
It's fine.
We'll
It's
learn.
fine.
We'll learn.
Mexis, can I eat him?
Down.
No.
Stop that.
Back into my happy place, happy place,
Nice.
happy place. All right, it's all
And
better.
I look
Let me
at
slice off.
Helga and I look at Murphy like, oh, that was really close. That was really close. That was really close. Okay. So do not upset the pixies. Okay? You know how you say that there's things that can, animals that go feral or whatever? Well,
Me?
it's worse. If you mess with the pixies, don't mess
Well,
with the pixies.
maybe you should tell the pixies to mind the damn business.
I say we
No.
use Helga as a learning experience. She can piss off the pixies, and we can see what happens.
I
No.
think Renora should shut the fuck up. How about
Oh,
that?
Renora's just enjoying the chaos.
So, let's just say, have you I'm sure you guys have, maybe like a folk tale of like little creatures that would come and like destroy little things or things in your house, and you had to be like good. Or do you guys not have that in your realm?
Nope.
I got a folk tale where little things come in and
It's like a kid's story, right?
Yeah.
Right, it's a kid's story. It's not a kid's story. It's real. They're called pixies, and if you fuck with them, they fuck with you back.
Well, good. Tell them to mind their damn business. We did.
For the
They fuck
sake
back and they
since
fuck hard.
we're here, and we really.
And I don't
know the
swear. I'm
area.
sorry. And I look at the pixies. I'm like, I'm sorry. I swear, I'm sorry.
Let's
Do
just
they
all
not
be
like
calm.
swearing?
Murphy looks at Mama Fee and then looks at the fairies. I am sorry, I am new to this realm and I am not used to having such enthusiastic fans of my doings. Apologies. Apologies.
Come and talk to you about your children and grandchildren later. We'll talk later in the week. It's fine. We'll talk, okay?
And you see, like,
We're
one of
gonna
them is,
go
like, trying
over
to
here.
calm the other one down. Is like, it had, like, these little fangs, like, crimson eyes, and, like, their little wings, like, turned demonic. And it's like, calm down, calm down. You know what you're like when you got strangers coming around. It's like, as their teeth turn back into regular and their eyes turn back into, like, little sparkly eyes. Like, I'm all better. All better. Back in my happy place. Back in my happy place. All right.
Mexis,
Pull out-
we might want to make this a quick trip. A very quick trip.
We will try. It's fine. It's fine. Just come my way. Just keep walking.
Murph, here, squeeze my hand. It'll make you feel better.
Just keep walking.
If I squeeze it, I swear to God I'll break it, so let's not.
It's okay. That's what we got Xander for.
And
Renora
so we
doesn't even
just
have to
keep
pretend to
walking.
smile anymore. Just this whole chaos of Murph and Helga picking off the pixie. She's like, yay! Chaos!
Yay, dinner and a show.
Walking
Right, honestly.
Through this elder. Just walk forward. Shut up. Don't say anything.
I'm sure you guys, as we get closer into the town, you'll see like different shops and everything as we go through. But yeah.
Don't make eye contact. ignore them? Just
I tried to ignore
I
them.
hear you, Mama P. I'm trying. I
Hey.
swear.
Like I said, I tried to ignore them. They got in my face. I was
would
the bigger
say
person.
Xander will be more over the
Are the
top.
pixies still
Yeah,
like,
just wave
kinda
at everyone, and
That's
just
fine.
be-
They're gonna eat it up.
absolutely.
They're
yeah,
absolutely
I'll
eating
just,
it up.
Xander's
Every-
ego is
every-
inflating.
Yes.
Have you seen my friend Xander? He is magnificent. You should check him out.
There you go.
Are
Good job.
the-
There you go.
Found an
Pixies
audience.
still kind of like clouding around us.
No, they kind of backed away a little bit now.
I'm
Okay.
gonna keep walking forward because I just want to get forward. You guys, if you're still.
Oh,
back,
we're
okay.
traveling with you. We're traveling.
Well, you
with
guys
little
were
bit
kind of
far behind.
powwowing. You were powwowing a little bit, so
Yeah,
I'm just
because
gonna
you guys
keep
decided to
walking
hold back
forward.
for a little bit. That's when the pixies started like surrounding you, and that's when everything got
Oh.
all. So
Yeah.
Mixus got a little bit ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Xander's between the two groups. Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah. As you guys eventually keep moving on, and you move your way through, you start finding like a spot of it where it gets a little bit wider, like a central courtyard that you see like certain businesses around. For those of you that speak or like read Elvish, you can see that some of them are specific, like what are considered more outposts and stores, and you can see like some of them are specifically more like instead of like weapon shops, they're like tool shops, and specifically arcane implements and specific instead of like magic, but like certain kind of dusts you can buy for certain things, like arcane, like
You
magical
see-
dust and stuff.
You see Mixis beeline to a wool shop, like a yarn and wool shop. And then she goes in there and she goes, I need 3 stains, please, of your best stuff.
Best stuff. All right. Well, best stuff.
It's
it
for
is.
I look at them and I go, it's for Matilda.
Oh. Okay.
Matilda.
What can I do?
Immediately comes around and just immediately tell you what, you're gonna have enough on your hands the way it is. You can pay me later.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, also, has George made a new thing of wine, the stronger stuff?
I mean, there's always stuff around.
No, you know, George's special stash of wine.
Wait, you drink? No.
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Going back over to the other realm definitely changes someone, I guess. Well,
Y- yeah.
you'll have to talk to George about that. It is his special stash.
Okay. Is he in his shop or is he somewhere else?
I think he's technically actually working right now, probably making some more. You can probably find him up top.
Okay. All right. I will make. We'll make that stop quick beforehand. Which tree is it again?
It's just,
Which one?
oh, it's right upstairs. Just take the spiral staircase. It'll take you right up.
Okay. Okay. And you see her like go quickly, like she like faced out, like before you guys can even follow, she steps, which is 30 feet each time up the
Oh, man.
stairs. Floop, 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 floop.
I'm just gonna
Bye-bye.
hang down at the base.
I
So-
fucking hate this place.
The pixies,
And say
did they
nothing
just like
to
leave
you.
us alone completely, or were they just like maintaining a distance?
They're maintaining distance.
Okay.
They're
So if you want to talk to them, you can.
I
or
do.
the tree folk that
Nope.
are randomly
When everybody else
walking.
goes inside, I'm gonna be like, sorry about them. They're a little much, aren't they?
I mean, but well, I mean, yeah, they're like a little cautious around you. I mean, yeah, the big one who was kind of rude.
Yeah. Yeah. He do be like that sometimes.
Well,
Yeah.
Immediately starts like flying like a little bit closer to you. Are you rude or are you nice?
What a question. I like to
Little
think I'm
column
nice.
A, little column B.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Immediately, like one of them like goes over into like a spot where there's like a big, huge like brush line, and they like grab something out and they start floating over to you, and they turn. It's like, are you nice? As they immediately send you out like a small little bouquet of flowers.
Oh. Yeah. Do I don't think I have any, like...
Do you have any leftover of those rubies that are done with? Like that you've already used the power for?
The coins.
Oh.
Coin like
Yeah.
ruby things? Just give him one of those.
Okay. Yeah. I will like hold on and like shift through my backpack and be like,
Ooh.
yeah.
But for me?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And he just grabs it and really just like chomps on a little bit. Ooh, shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Picture all of a sudden would floof up shine a little bit like it did originally and then go back.
Ooh.
Because, it's a pixie, so.
Right.
Heh.
So he
That's
flies
not
up
your
and
motion.
starts like spinning it around in its hand and starts having some fun with it, treating it like it looks like the kid with a new toy on Christmas.
Okay, I went up there to go to George.
Okay. As you make your way close to the top, you start smelling really not bad, but some noxious fumes. As you start to smell the grapes
again?
and stuff like that from up top. As you eventually get up there and you find a small hatch that leads you inside, as you immediately hear the clacketing glass and stuff like that against each other and the pouring of liquids. As you immediately see these two large vats inside that are making a very, very powerful, what before you left this realm would have been noxious to you, but now you find it's a very familiar smell. As you immediately see just long rows of honey corked different kind of bottles scattered all over the place.
Hi, George.
Who's that?
It's me. It's Mexis.
Mexis? The hell?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm back.
You talked to the elder yet?
No, not yet.
You know you should talk
On
to the
my
elder,
way.
right?
I know, but can I get 5?
5? Jesus Christ! How much? Have you been? What have they been doing to you over there?
It's not me. Don't worry, it's for some friends too
Oh, you mean that
that are not from here.
ruckus I heard out there? That's your friends?
Yes.
I could hear that all the way up here from the treetop.
I know. They're used to being, self-medicated.
Oh, I understand that. Well, what am I gonna get
Yeah.
for giving you kind of slides the finished bottles behind them? My special stash.
Okay, let me see. What do you want? And no, you cannot have that.
There's
No, you cannot have Matilda either. Or Theodore.
You're really making this
Or
difficult.
Fred.
Fine.
How about I give you some coin?
I don't need
Will that
coin.
work?
Tell you what. If I give you 2 bottles, you go after you speak to the elder. I'll give you 2 bottles now. After you speak to the elder, you go retrieve these some ingredients that can make more. I'll give you another 3 bottles afterwards.
You just need the ingredients up by the temples? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, there's just a spot due north, maybe a mile.
Okay. I can do that. How about you give me 2.5 bottles?
These are corked. I'm not gonna just open one up to pour an empty one for you. 2. Solid offer.
What about 2 in a very small bottle? Like over there, like that one.
Give me a persuasion check.
Big money, big money. Natural 20 for 21.
Beautiful.
He's just like, all right, fine. I can't guarantee that this is going to be the same as the rest. It isn't a
I
smaller
know.
bottle after all. But fine.
I know.
2 and a smaller one. Speak to the elder. Go get the other ingredients. Here's a map of where it is. List of things you need. You'll get 3 full bottles on your return.
Okay. Fine. That works. Thank you.
Don't forget, speak to the elder.
I will speak to the elder. Jesus! I just been back for like not even 10 minutes yet.
And 9 minutes ago, you should have gone to speak to the elder. You know the ways.
Well, they said I could go see family first.
Then why are you not with Matilda then?
Because I'm on my way.
Taking a heck of a detour. Go, go, go. What are you
know.
doing here? Go, 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 go.
Well, we all know you've had a crush on her for years, so come on.
Well. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
DM,
So
I have a
okay, so after I hand them that coin, and it lights up a little bit, Renora is gonna like while they're kind of like looking it over, she's just gonna be like, "So do you know anything about orcs around here?"
Know some. Why?
And I'm trying to find one. I got some
They all
more of
kind of
these
like look at
coins.
each other, concerned. Immediately,
You'd
the
be
one you gave the
willing to
coin
help
to
me.
looks at the other one's like, I think she's good. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, I got kicked out of Forge. 18.
18. They kind of like look at each other, they whisper each other, and they look back. Well, we occasionally get a couple orcs that come through. Very rarely. We haven't seen them in some time. But there's always the travelers that come through. But they're more of a pain than anything else. Last time we saw them was down the Silver River. About, maybe, 6 moons ago.
Sorry, I'm a slow writer.
Oh, you're fine.
You good?
What do you
Lots
want
of
to do
things.
with them?
Oh, I don't know if you'd really want to know all that. Here, and then I'm gonna reach in and give him another coin.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Give me
Xander,
a
did you
give me
wanna
a
do
perception check,
something?
Renora.
Perception?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll get to Xander.
Yes. 20.
You notice that even though this is a pacifist area, there are some signs of warnings. At first you didn't notice them, and these signs, you only notice certain things about them based off their drawings. Other than that, you can't read Ancient Elvish. But you're noticing kind of like the symbols kind of make up like crude drawings of what looks like a no orc warning. Kind of like that, and it's warning people to not go too far north.
Okay.
Xander.
All right. So as Mexis ran, Faye stepped out and she went way ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
I went up a tree. That's
You
right.
went up
Straight up.
a tree, as one does.
Ascended, that's one would say.
on a spiral staircase up a tree.
Right. As she did that, is there anybody like looking at us?
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty.
A lot of people are.
Okay.
'Cause
Everyone
you guys
in
are
town.
Strangers.
So what my thought is, I want to go like talk to one of them and try to get more information about Mexis.
Oh god.
All right. Give me an investigation
He wants
check
to
to see
gossip.
who would
He wants
deal the
tea.
best
I want
goss.
the tea.
Give me the hot gas.
Yeah.
Give me the hot gas.
Give me that Fey wild tea.
Yeah.
Say what, a little
17?
stronger than normal.
17. As you're looking around, you got probably about 50 pairs of eyes that are watching you. Eventually, you notice like a couple that are over by like the nearest, kind of like maybe like an antique store, kind of like that. Where the antique store here is kind of like we took something from someone else and now we're pawning off on somebody else.
Okay.
And
It's like
you know,
me when I do my little missions. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
and you see there are two what looks like female, kind of like a different shade of green elf version of Mexis, but they are kind of like medium size, so like the same size as you, and they kind of look like those two those two elderly women that just like knows every piece of gossip in the town, like at all times. Like they go to the
They're
salon
like-
and they hear all the hot gossip about everything.
So they're like 600 years old?
Yeah, I mean, like
Right,
they.
right.
I'd even say they even got like the old lady perm on going on, kind of thing like that.
Oh.
Blue hair, perm.
All right,
Yeah.
this would be extra funny then. All right. So I see them. They're kind of doing that. They're like
Yeah.
looking. That's kind of weird. And so I'm like, all right. Well, we gotta find some information out. I'll say to the group, hey, I'll be right back.
With
Watch
them.
this.
Flirt with them.
So I go approach them and I go, oh, good day, my fair ladies. How are we doing today? Have you heard of the great Xander the Magnificent?
No, who's that?
Oh, that is I! I am the greatest bard in the known lands and all the realms, 10 realms combined.
Bullshit.
Oh, you don't believe me?
Can't say I
Let
do.
me tell you a tale. Well, I've come
That's
to
generally
you.
what bullshit means, Xander.
Well, that is okay. I will inform you of that later and sing the songs of my tales. But right now, I noticed that you were especially eyeing us up as one when we approached with our great companion Mexis. Do you know her?
Everyone in town knows Mexis.
Right, and she seems to be not acting her typical cheerful, exorbitant self.
Well,
Why would that be?
I mean, I'm sure you know, Mexis is not like the rest of us. She is definitely an odd duck of sorts.
Okay, but did something happen?
She like looks around the crowd. Did she not tell you about, her family and what she's supposed to do and why she left? And
Very, very little. We've just been told to talk to an elder and maybe see her run into her family. Things
Well,
like that.
I don't know what you've heard, but so, there was, first off, like this other one, it was like the traveling, and you start hearing like this weird gossip, like you can't really understand if it's true or not. Like she starts talking about like there was like another man involved, and
Sure.
then there was
So, I wanted to, while they're starting to like tell me a little bit, I wanted to cast Charm Person to see if I could get more information.
you and the charm. They are fey creatures.
They're Fey,
They
yeah.
are fair and
We're in the Feywild. What do you mean?
I'm gonna-
are they
I'm gonna
there?
tell you this
They're
right
immune to
now.
Charms. All right, well then I will use my charming personality.
They're immune to that as well.
Yeah, that's what they
As
said.
a
They're
very
immune.
living being.
We will press my luck to see if I can get any information.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Okay,
Give
go
me a persuasion check.
Sorry.
We got
It is
This is
Xander.
gonna be in everyone's
16.
nightmares for days.
As they immediately look at you, and then they're kind of curious whether to tell you anything, and they kind of just eye you up. Like one of them just kind of looks away. It's like, don't talk to him. It's not worth it. The other one's like, well, wait. You, Mr. Magnificent, turn around a little bit. Just do a little spin.
pie.
Work it.
Kick him in the ass.
All right. So
As she looks at you-
I'll do it to humor.
Now drop it low. No.
Oh god.
Yo, did you not get enough Chad
That-
last
Show
night?
us how you roll. Drop it, drop it, drop it low.
Got a
She's
little
like,
lance
twerk,
working up.
twerk it up.
I'll
twerk
tell
it
you
up.
what. We're not doing
Exactly,
anything right
How
now.
low can you go?
Come
How low
inside.
can you go?
Come inside. We'll make you some tea. And you relax, take a little bit of load off, and we'll see what happens. Come on in.
Piping hot tea.
Yeah. Piping hot tea. All right, I'll follow.
Okay.
See, are they all
Save
seeing?
him?
Right, you're all
Double
seeing
brew.
him be like.
Double
Like,
Steve.
okay.
Like outside looking in, it looks like Xander's like accepting
Xander.
like a sexual offer from like older ladies. Like, okay, yeah, sure. And so it's like walking
Hey,
in.
man.
Brand. Brand.
Get it.
Do you, boo-boo? Do you?
Channel your inner bard.
I probably just go to Renora. I'm watching.
I'm gonna say also that these two, because a lot of the families around here, it's common for everyone to have twins or triplets. They're a set of twins, and so it's.
Get it?
Get his head.
Twins, Basil, twins.
Twins.
But we're gonna pause on you because you're gonna be there for some time. So we're gonna
At
come
least a
back.
minute.
Better bump up that constitution, buddy.
2 minutes later. Wow, Xander. No.
Do you like you take some help? Maybe
So-
you need
Yeah,
a
you get that tea.
Mixus, you went back down, and the first thing you see,
that blue tea.
the first thing you see as Xander is Xander going into what you would know as the crazy ladies of town.
Oh God, where is he going? Okay,
On plan.
no. And I drop, I don't drop it. I actually go, I just take it with me and I just like hurry into there and be like, hi.
Doors closed. Doors closed.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Xander, at this point, you're gonna be sitting down like, you stay here.
Busy.
You just rest that strong little body of yours. We're gonna go make it. Who is knocking at this hour?
It's been a while since I've served a drink. Jeez.
We'll
Take a
be
little
right
while.
back. You're right there as one of them comes over, as the other one sits down to you and opens up the door. Me like look down. Mixus.
Hi.
As they kind of like close the door a little bit, not to let you see Xander.
No.
What?
Hi. So my friend Xander is with you, right?
There's no
Ow,
Xander here.
ow.
Yes, I can hear him.
What do you want with him? He's ours right now. Go away.
No.
Ah,
Did you tell him what tea means?
Does tea mean something different in his area? Tea means tea.
Yeah. No. Tea means something different where he's from.
We're just gonna give him some tea and chill. That's all we're gonna do.
No.
I never look at tea the same way again. Thanks. Thanks.
So he has a very he needs to come with me. Maybe later, okay?
I'll tell you what. You go do the thing you're gonna do. You're
No.
supposed to go. You're supposed to go find the elder. Wait, go
I
go
know,
talk to the
but
elder.
he's supposed-
We'll make sure we
he's
done with him at
supposed
that
to come-
point. He doesn't
No,
seem like he's got that much stamina
he's
anyway. We'll be
supposed
done
to
with him in like
come
10,
with
15
me.
minutes. It'll be fine.
Don't make me get
Snoo,
Fred.
snoo, that bus, snoo.
Don't make me get Fred.
Why do you have to bring that big ox of yours into this?
Well, he's helped you in the past on some of your chores you need. Do you not want Fred to help you ever again?
I'll tell you what. Give us one of those bottles, and we'll give you back your friend.
You can have the small one.
No, we'll take one of the big ones.
No, you can have the small one.
Persuasion check. Death by
Thinking
sleep.
about this Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That naughty daughter has
11.
the
What'd you get?
11.
They immediately look at you. Yeah, no. We hold all the cards here. We have your friend.
Well, I have something you guys might be interested in then.
More than that specific drink that you have in your hands. I highly doubt it.
And I pull out the engagement ring.
Okay, no, not the engagement. I still have that.
We did not know that you were taken.
No. This is cool. but amazing. This is gold and a diamond from the Averant Kingdom.
Looks at it. Tell you what, give us that in a small bottle and we can have your friend back.
Okay, here you go. Thank you.
Alright, young stud, go back with your friend. Just don't forget about us.
The backstory.
Don't worry,
the
we'll
epic
have-
adventure.
Don't worry,
No.
come back later as they immediately just give you a nice pat on the back and a nice pat on the
Back,
hiney.
huh?
On the-
On the back or the
as soon as-
butt?
as
No,
soon
it's
as-
back and then hiney. That's what it
There
is.
you go.
Good
And
game.
as soon as
Good
we
game.
get out of there and the
Good
doors
game.
close, it's like,
GG.
Sandra.
Good game. I'm not on your team.
I look at Sandra, it's like, what were you doing?
I was making friends just like
He
you
was
were.
getting some tea.
Sandra, do you not know what tea means in this place?
Tea is a relevant term.
Did you want to have sexual relations with those two?
Oh no!
Absolutely.
No, hell no.
Oh
Who-
no!
Who
that
here
was
has a passive
such a
perception of at least
shame.
16? Anybody have a passive
I
perception
was
of at least
bummed.
16?
You don't seem bummed.
Oh,
Perception?
passive?
Passive perception of at least 16.
I have
No.
a 19.
19?
Yes.
Anybody
I have
who's
a
got at
14.
least 16 already heard rumors that your blue friend is done in a minute.
Let's go.
Wow, in and out that
So,
quickly, huh?
Sandra, come on, come with me. Come on.
Hey,
want no 1 minute.
Try to do something nice.
he's a grower, not a
Try to
shower.
do
Sandra,
something nice.
Sandra.
That's what we get. That's what we
Sandra.
get.
Sandra, did you have any intention to actually have any sexual
No!
relations with them? Okay.
He's that
well,
band that has
because-
one good single and then just disappears. That Xander.
So,
You start hearing
That's the
around
one.
now, whoever's
Okay.
mad it, implied it, kind of with
I'm
like
here for a
that
good
going around.
time, not a long time.
So, I pulled him aside as we keep walking. So, those two ladies, they
Are
might
you
not
related
look.
to them?
No, I'm not
Oh.
related. Thank God.
They seem
well,
like fun.
they pretty much will.
As you
they'll
mainly
have
just get like this
sex-
disheveled gentleman that walks past. Trust me, they're not. As he keeps walking past.
Okay, buddy.
They will have sexual
him bow-legged.
relations with anything that moves.
Sounds like my. Okay, I know where I'm going tonight. All right, like.
Like right before the door
That was,
closes,
like,
one
my
of them
turn.
eyes up Murph's. Like maybe he's got more
Heartbeat, and the
stamina.
heartbeat's
And then we close the
Hey,
door.
I can't hear you, hun, because everyone's talking. What did you say?
As the door's about to close, one of them eyes up Murph's. Like maybe he's got more stamina. We'll try him later. Close the door.
Okay, all right. Let's keep
Helga's
going.
like the Feywild just became fun.
I'm only back in town for only 10 minutes, and you guys are already making a scandal.
But stop trying to kill all my neighbors. That's what I heard.
Hey,
It's
Wild
like,
Gone
let's go
Wild.
this way.
New
my God.
new image that Kahaku has to make is gonna be tea and chill, and it's just gonna be Xander with a couple
Yes.
old ladies.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh my
yes.
God.
One for each arm.
Right?
Listen, you talk
No,
shit
no,
till
what it's
Xander
gonna
ends
be-
up with like
it's gonna
2
be-
estates.
It's gonna be a cup of tea with his actual his battle lute sitting in
With the door just closed with like a little piece of hosiery just hanging on it, kind of like that.
I was gonna say a broken string that's all curled, like.
Yeah, all broken.
Yeah,
string
there you
with a
go.
curl.
That's for
Everybody-
That's for taste.
Listen, I
Yeah,
stand
ready?
by it.
All right, moving on. We're getting pretty late. We're getting pretty late.
They're sleeping with old people, but then about
Ready
6
in a minute.
sessions
Oh,
in,
all right.
Lord Xander of the estate that he inherited from Lady Gilgamesh that died.
Okay,
So
and we're
you
moving
guys, You guys are moving on. You guys eventually start heading back over to the edge of town, where there's a lot more what looks like magical energy flowing in this area. Maybe it's closer to the runic spots, or you're further in the forest than the rest. But even for you that don't cast spells, you can feel the energy flowing through here. It's not specifically like able to allow you to cast with gods better, but it allows the magic to flow more fluently through you.
would Helga, like your sense of smell and everything, be
Oh, I'm sure my sense of smell on picking up Faye is just out of control.
Yeah, it's going to be so much that you're not going to be able to differentiate anything. If anything, it's actually going to work against you because it's overpowered right now.
It is seasonal allergy time for Helga. It is not good. Like,
I'm allergic to the Feywild.
Right.
The smell of Faye is everywhere.
But you eventually get to this, to a spot of town that's kind of like the edge of like town where it's like a dead end, and you see a few homes that are kind of not like secluded, but unlike the rest of them, they're not like fully attached to the rest of them with like bridges and stuff like that. But you find them where they're kind of like lights within them, where all of them are houses within the trees themselves. Where you see it's like these little torch lights that are within like the small little coves of each tree. And you eventually find it like there's like it's like almost like a little circular spot, and then over at one you see outside like is like this little garden. On a stoop you see, at first you gotta like look back and you swear to God you see Mexis, but you see like these little round glasses on, this dress on, and you see a girl that looks like Mexis just reading this little book with like a little bunny just like sleeping on the edge of her skirt.
I can describe the tree. So the tree that she's standing, because you'll see there's gardens all at the base of the tree, wildflowers everywhere. And as you see the actual tree, it's a twisted, really large tree where way up in the canopy, you'll see an actual hammock sitting there on like a little area. Over on one side, on one twisted branch, is this really nice swing. And you'll see that there's several different actual stained glass windows that are made in the tree. And by the base of the tree, it looks almost like a sunroom stained glass window area. And it has like plants all growing in it because you can see it through the actual doors. Or through the actual like glass. And it will have a big actual, it has one little door with a little cobblestone path, which it has little lanterns that look to be like lit up by actual real life something, like something's in the lantern, like they keep dancing between the lanterns. And it has a turquoise door with a single little like triangle actual like window in it, and I'll put the actual picture of it in the chat. It's also on my Instagram if people are curious, but
awesome.
Yeah. And so you'll see right in front, that's where what looks like a little Mexis is sitting there, but she has longer hair than me. She's in a dress, and she has a rabbit.
Like an actual rabbit? Or what looks like a rabbit?
Well, it looks like a rabbit, but you don't know if it's a real rabbit or not.
So,
cool.
And then I will find the picture of her. And now I start walking up, and I was like, and you hear me go, oh, okay, I can do this.
You got it.
And then I uncork the one wine, take a swig of it, and hand it to Murph. Hold on to this. You can drink it if you want.
Take
Just
one
don't
down,
drink too
pass
much.
it around.
I saved something for you. Just remember one thing, we won. Just because you're the black sheep doesn't mean that you aren't a good sheep. We're gonna take a small sip.
It's gonna kick your ass. Like that's you probably have to do Constitution.
I said
right?
small sip.
Okay. Okay.
We're
For
here
that
you,
exact
Mexis, and
reason.
us.
I don't know. Does he have to do a Constitution?
Not
do
for
I
a
have
sip,
to do
no.
a Constitution?
No,
Okay,
not for a
okay.
sip. Nope.
Okay. All right. And I walk up and fully go, Hi. I'm home.
She doesn't even look up. She's like, I've heard.
Tilly, don't be that way.
What have I told you about calling me Tilly?
Okay. All right. Matilda.
Are your friends just gonna stay back there? And she's still not looking at you. Are your friends gonna stay back there, or are they gonna come and introduce themselves?
Would introduce yourselves if you get your nose out of your book.
Hi.
She puts her book down just a little bit. She kind of peeks her round glasses over like the top of them. Looks at all of you. Hello. I'm Matilda.
Renora.
Renora.
Fierna.
Fierna.
Helga.
Helga.
Marshta.
Murfta. And I've already heard about you. You must be the,
The one pump chump. Yeah, I know. It's great, ain't it?
I was gonna say
Oh, God.
I was gonna say in the past few minutes, the Magnificent wasn't necessarily the word that was going around town, but if you want to go with it, more power to you.
He did.
Oh, we're bringing Magnificent
Okay,
back.
Matilda.
See, Matilda on the second round.
Matilda, he wasn't
We
even
don't
in
give
there
up.
long enough. He's not from here. He doesn't know what T means.
You know how quickly it is that the Pixies give out information. It only take 2 seconds, and everybody's gonna know all the gossip around town.
I know. I
That
know.
just made.
Oh,
We just gotta put on even
Spooky
greater
bitches.
performance.
Oh, by
Gotta
the way,
wow their
George.
minds.
By the way, George says hi.
Not attracted to that man.
I
Never
know
was.
you're not. He's
Who's
gonna keep
George?
trying.
Who's this George fella?
Oh, but okay. I bring a peace offering, and I pull out the stains of wool.
She like
You
lip
still-
drops on the book a
You
little
still knit, right?
bit. One does not give up such a fulfilling hobby.
Okay. No, these are for you.
His peace offering.
Player to
goes
DM,
kind of
they
low.
look like twins, correct?
They are
Yes.
twins.
Other than the glasses. Okay.
Even the
I'm gonna show-
hairstyle's
I'll
pretty
show
much
you
the
a picture
same.
in a second.
Yeah. So the only difference is really seeing because even the hairstyle's kind of the same. The only difference is that Matilda kind of like has like a hairband on, and she's got
She's got
glasses, and she's the clothing's different.
yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Martha's gonna lean in between Helga and Fiona. Pinch me. I think I'm fucking dreaming. I'm seeing double. But
Come in the
it's
shoulder.
not
Yeah.
fucking training.
So,
Trust me. That's awful.
She's not like. Okay. And he'll keep watching.
She grabs the wool from you, and he takes it, puts on the book. Well, you friends, come on, friends, come in closer. Do not be shy. She kind of like readjusts her skirt a little bit as her little bunny kind of readjusts itself, kind of like on the skirt a little bit.
Helga starts salivating at looking at the rabbit.
No.
What is?
Don't even.
What you looking
say
at?
it.
Oh, I love my cots.
Immediately,
No.
as soon as you do that, like split second, red eyes appear in the rabbit and immediately jumps at your face. It immediately grabs
God.
at you, claws out, and just attacks you. It starts like slash at your face.
Theodore, stop!
Did I try to catch it?
Oh,
Bite-
like try
bite
to
the
grab
Immediately,
the
just like
rabbit
as soon as you do that, like somehow its jaw got dislodged and it like immediately is trying to like eat your head. And it like looks at you while it's like its mouth is like over like your scalp.
Like pull it
Theodore,
off.
Yeah, I will help in that effort to pull it off.
Theodore,
I start
it's
shifting to
okay.
get even bigger.
As you start to change,
No,
as you start to change, and
Um,
you guys try to just like a dog that like is like attached, pulling away only puts down the fangs in tighter. So you guys like.
Helga, get back. Just
Hey,
down.
Tilly, help!
This
help.
is where I wish I had calm emotions.
Tilly, she doesn't understand. Tilly, she's a shifter. She doesn't understand.
Martha gets behind Helga, starts rubbing her ears.
Right. Can we do
Bullshit.
like a
Just calm down.
animal handling check to try to call it
This
off?
rabbit attached to her
You're like-
face.
Theodore immediately
Puffy eyes.
just
from
immediately
me,
like hops
having
off
an
you and then
allergic
just like
reaction.
lays back down, just like looks at you, hisses like a little viper, and then immediately like turns back into a bunny, just kind of lays down, just turns back into normal form.
And starts growling, and then we'll revert back.
Well, that's
I like-
something you don't see every day.
Yeah, you see me shift all the time. What do you mean?
No, that's the rabbit.
You.
That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe my
fucking
sister
hate
has
this
not
place.
explained around here, but we do not eat creatures, especially familiars. Do not. As immediately
You think
just
that's
you immediately just see like the eye that like, because Theodore is like laying on the side of Matilda, the one eye that's in the direction of you, randomly the color just changes to red as it just like is eyeing you up, just waiting for you to give it an excuse to do it again.
I like that
No.
one. I like it. So
There
wait,
you go.
Mexis, do your people just eat vegetables? Is that it? All the
people-
time?
Some
If you don't
people
eat creatures.
Yeah, it's not that they don't eat creatures; they don't eat creatures of their own town.
Mhm. Yes. So. Okay,
So what you're saying
so
is I can go to the next town and get a rabbit.
And eat those creatures.
You might be
As
pissing off
long as
those
it's a
town
real
folks.
rat. Yeah, as long as it's not someone's
Yeah.
familiar.
This is like if you went over to Mexis and you decide that they'd be like, "Oh, Fred, I am starving. By the way, I could go for some Fred steak
Oh.
right now." You know, kind of like
Oh,
that.
I've thought about it. It's happened.
And
it's
now
been in
and now you're probably thinking, oh, we're in the Feywild. What does Fred turn into?
Yeah, imagine. See this little bunny that can eat you whole. Imagine what Fred can do. Just use your imagination. By the way, have you guys ever seen what a
We
picture
got no
of?
holy hand grenade.
By the way, have you guys ever seen a picture of what a real Wendigo looks like? Not pleasant.
Amanda's face.
Okay. So, Helga, apologize to Theodore.
Still with one eye staring right at you.
Sorry.
Helga. Okay.
Eye turns
that
back
okay?
into
Is it
normal,
gonna-
and it just kind of like
Is it not gonna
repositions, curls
apologize
into her
to me?
dress.
Oh, is the apologies only work one way around here? All right.
Oh,
I'll
you
keep that in
did-
mind.
You did threaten him.
And? People threaten me all the time. I threaten people all the time. It happens.
All right. As she gets up, she's like, "Well, there's enough rumors going around with your friends all to last us for a year. We might as well head inside so we don't have to get any more attention." And she really,
Rumors.
Sure. I'm sure everyone is gonna love it.
Oh yeah, because now
there's
I'm a bunny
plenty
killer,
more
remember?
Now there's plenty more things for them to talk about instead of me.
You're welcome.
apparently one of your friends likes to get around, another one likes to pick off pixies. Well, now one of them pretty soon is going to be talk of the town of
Eating familiars.
Eating familiars. I mean, what next? The only thing I know is that one of your friends, surprisingly, no offense, the orc here, is the town favorite. But, yeah.
Everybody looks at Rendora. You fuck?
I'm like just as surprised as everybody else. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know what you did to convince them. Orcs don't really get along real well around here, but, well, good on you. And she immediately gets up.
She's only half. She's not a full orc.
yeah,
Oh, well, that helps.
maybe I'm a.
Theodore
That must
immediately
be
jumps on his shoulder as she gets up, as he kind of like wraps around her like a scarf. All right, well, let's get inside. It's been a while since you've been home. Let's talk
Yes.
about this, and then we'll get you over to talk to the elder.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm
Me
pretty
neither.
sure you can.
And so you get to the door, and everyone besides Renora has to duck to get into the door. But as soon as you walk in, it's like, think of like Doctor Who in the TARDIS. It's huge inside. It looks
Beautiful.
like a ridiculous mansion, like with all these different levels, and there's like a library over here, and there's you can see the actual like inside where all the plants are growing, and you see like over there's a teapot that is like making its own tea. Like there's actually something's making its own tea. There's over there so things are being stirred, all that kind of stuff. You see up at the top there's books that are moving from shelf to shelf. And you see bedrooms, like the lights are actually turning on, and the beds are being made, and there's lots of beds in this house. So, at different
Who all
levels.
lives here?
Oh, this is our family
Ow.
home.
How big is your family?
I mean, this has been in our wait, Tilly. This has been in our family for very many generations, hasn't it?
Grandparents of grandparents, if I remember right.
Yeah, because it originally because when the
tree folk decided to fall asleep and rest. For so long, they gave us their tree.
Oh.
Yeah, this is our home.
Okay.
Can I get you anything?
So you're living inside someone's stomach? I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Okay, so you know how trees like in your world don't talk at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
trees do, yes.
Well, okay, so when trees get to the point to the end of their lifespan, they choose their friends or they choose their actual like companions to to make a shelter for them.
To come and live inside their bodies. Right.
You,
Okay.
Matilda, just like you making it sound weird.
Trees in Avrant don't talk. And they don't move. Except for one place.
Yeah, it's not a common bird.
You wouldn't understand till you've never gone anywhere but here. So yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Renora.
Good move.
But feel free. And you see like the table, it's big and hardy and like there's big chairs even though you're like, how could there be chairs that would be the size of like giants in here? So like Murph, you find a real nice chair that's nice and like fits you actually and everything, you know.
You're not cramped.
Oh no.
I'm
He sits down like
wild.
Get comfy.
I'm good with the floor.
It's just
You see it like all of a sudden when you say that, then all of a sudden like there's a rug on the floor and a little spot for you to sit on.
No, I don't need a rug. Off you go.
her lover. Her lover.
Away with you.
Take the rug, Helga.
cut
I
her.
don't want the rug.
I know you don't want the. Just fucking take the rug.
Need a stinking
We're
rug.
trying to fucking survive. Take the fucking rug before I fucking suffocate you with it.
If Helga were to move like 10 feet to the left, does the rug follow?
Be comfy, damn it. Like,
Just like
The
scrub.
rug doesn't like
Scrub.
move.
Lay
It
down.
like and the rug does this whole like you turn and you look and it's there. Like, you know, it just appears wherever you're like you move a
And
little
every
bit and then you
time-
look behind you, it's right there. You know,
Every time Helga moves with the rug, Murph is looking at her like, take the fucking rug.
just take the rug.
Just
take the
just
rug. I know.
take the fucking rug.
Just sit on the rug.
The rug.
He's like in this chair that appeared that he doesn't understand. Like, take the rug. I took the fucking chair.
Down. Sit your ass down.
Sit, dog.
Listen to Mama V.
and then all like you see it like mixes like you're all like trying to figure out the like sitting area, like you're afraid to sit or whatever, and you see Mixes move over to this one side that doesn't look like it's a room, but all of a sudden she just kind of disappears into a room, like into the wall, and you're like, what? and then she comes back with like snacks from
Beautiful.
because it was a pantry.
Not even
That's-
gonna ask.
I love it. Renora is like making herself at home. She thrives in
Shock.
chaos, so the fact that everybody else is like, what is going on? She's like, this is great. I love this. Get comfy. Like,
And then you see her just like put out some snacks and be like, I'm sure you're hungry. Tilly, is it okay? I mean, I saw that the pantry's a little low. Have you not gone to town lately?
It's only been me, so I'm all good.
But you like snacks.
And that's why there's none left, because I ate them all.
Remind me, okay, before I leave, I will go to town, like the town over, and get you a huge amount of snacks so you don't have to go by yourself.
Man, I thought we were gonna have a feast, but snacks were.
But before we continue, we're going to end it there. because this can get into a really, really long scenario.
Yeah.
So,
You're in my house.
leaving off
Yay!
into Mexis and Matilda's home. We'll continue off there next Wednesday.
Dun,
Sure.
dun, dun.
Everybody, that is the last session for the week. Thank you for joining, and hope that everybody has a wonderful week and a great weekend. We will talk to you next Tuesday. Good night.
And now you just had a fever dream
Thanks,
of a
Internet.
Feywild.
Yay!
See ya.